Ènìyàn ìbá tí ń gbé mi mì ó, bí kò ṣe wọ Ọlọ́run tó lágbára, ayé ìbá ti gbé mi mì ó, bí kò ṣe wọ ọba tó ń jà fún mi o. Ènìyàn ìbá ti gbé mi mì ó, bí kò ṣe wọ Ọlọ́run tó lágbára, ayé ìbá ti gbé mi mì ó, bí kò ṣe wọ ọba tó jà fún mi o. Thank you for not leaving me to the wishes of my enemy. Thank you for fighting my battles for me. Jehovah olùgbèjà, ògbéni níjà kẹ́rù òbò níjà, Jehovah tó jà fún Bridge o. Thank you for fighting my battles for me. Jehovah olùgbèjà. When the enemies came like a storm, Jehovah, you raise a standard against them. Thank you for fighting my battles for me. Jehovah olùgbèjà. Thank you for not leaving me to the wishes of my enemies. Thank you for fighting my battles for me. Jehovah olùgbèjà. Hey guys, welcome. It's one of those days today, From time to time, we just need to appreciate God. We just need to give glory to God. We just need to worship. There is so much power in worship. Am I speaking to somebody? Welcome, guys. Good evening, good afternoon. If you are a Christian and you don't know the power that is in worship, you are missing. How many of you are boldly Christians in the house, unapologetic? And you know that you serve a living God who is been there for you, and he's the one that is your olùgbèjà. Hey, give it up. Give us a thumbs up. Welcome. What a God, what a mighty God we serve. He's our olùgbèjà, the mighty man in battle, the one who sees the end of a matter from the beginning. He's the same yesterday, today, I will be the same forever. He never changed and he never fails. Just trust in him, and never, ever allow the circumstances around you, whatever challenges it is that you're facing in life, the cross, look at the cross. It is the finished work of salvation. As long as your eyes are on the cross, as long as your eyes are on the cross, always think about what happened when that disciple, what's his name? Peter was trying to walk on water. He was trying to walk on water and he saw Christ and he was like, I can't believe I'm doing it. Then he started looking around. What happened? When he was looking around, he started to sing. That's what happens when you allow the enemies to distract you. When you keep your eyes on Christ, Victoria Asata. Thank you, PTL, for that super chat so early on the show. I appreciate you. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I just wanted to encourage someone before we go into the show today. I don't know what you are going through, but you know what? We have a Jehovah who is an olùgbèjà. He's the mighty man in battle. He's the one that he's touched by the feelings of our iniquity, whatever it is that you think you're going through. I was listening to a song earlier on today by Ima. Oh my God, he was singing this praise worship and it was like challenging people, and it was like, you know what? I dare you, go to sleep. Don't worry about it. Go and rest. And he kept saying it, go and rest. But rest knowing that you are resting because God has taken charge. Rest in him and hold your peace. Wow. Thank God for salvation. Thank you so much, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I appreciate you guys. Give us a thumbs up. Welcome to the show tonight. We are here again to deliberate on very, very important matters concerning ourselves, our people, our community. How many of you follow me on Instagram? If you don't, you are missing out. Something has been happening on Instagram today. Oh, Instagram has been very interesting. Neka, thank you. Oh my God. Instagram has been bubbling all day. Yvette, thank you so much for the super chat. Yes, keep your eyes on the cross. Keep your eyes on the cross, because his promises us that is that he never promised that we're not going to have challenges, that we'll not have tribulations. Surely we will have tribulations. The journey of life, you will always have troubles. But the assurance that you have is that you have a God who is an olugbeja, agbanilagbaton. That's what the Yoruba people call him. It means that he saves you, and that kind of saving is he saves you like, I don't even know how to put it. There are some words that you can't interpret in English. Somebody who knows the meaning of agbanilagbaton should please help me to put it in the comment section. From time to time, I just, the Holy Spirit just directs me to speak to you guys. I know it's not everybody that is a Christian here, but for those of you who are Christian, I know you connect with me on a spiritual level like that. He is a God that is so mighty. He is so great. There is nothing that he cannot do. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. So rest. Rest in him. Just rest in him. Cast all your cares upon him, because he cares for you. He loves you more than you love yourself. He loves you. He loves you. He thinks about you. He thinks about you. He knows about you, and he loves you. So don't worry. Be happy. Neka, thank you so much. I appreciate you all guys for blessing me with that super chat. Maybe I should be preaching, no? But Ben is in the building. Let me know what it's. Maybe I should be preaching, because I can see the super chat dropping like that. You know what? I'm a woman of faith. I believe so much in God that we serve. I believe so much in Jesus Christ. And I know that life, will always have things that you worry about. Thank you, Zo. Thank you. There are always things that will bother you. That's life. But the assurance that we have, because we serve a living God, it gives me peace. It just gives me reassurance. It gives me safety. It gives me so much confidence, because I know that we serve a living God. Thank you so much, everyone. Oluwafemi, Eshe Gonyo, thank you. Oh, she said, I'm going through a lot. Thank you, Auntie B, for this encouragement. I love being here. Don't worry. In the midst of that storm, he's there with you. He is there with you. Do like Peter and keep your eyes on the cross. Just keep your eyes on him. The more you focus on the cross, the more, whatever it is that you are going through, the situation, it will seem less heavy. It will seem less problematic. Don't focus on it. And I dare say, Braben, I'll come to you in a minute, please. I dare say to you that, you know what? The enemy has a way of always reminding us of the things that we have not done, the things that we have not achieved. Whatever it is that maybe God has blessed you so much. God has blessed you with so much. Looking back, you know that you've gone so far. But it's one thing that you're just waiting on God for. And you are praying day and night, God, when is this going to be? When is this going to happen? Maybe it's a Wegbelu document. Maybe it's the blessing of a child. Maybe it's, having your qualification in your chosen field. Whatever it is, it will keep reminding you. And by the time you continue to focus on that aspect, you continue to think about that alone, then you forget all the blessings. Do you know that you waking up today and being here with me tonight is a blessing? Do you know that? It's not everybody that went to bed last night that's able to wake up. So let us always try, even in the midst of trials and tribulations, that this life will always bring, maintain thanksgiving. And that's what praise worship does for me. When you dwell in worship, It just transcends your spirit to a higher level where you can connect and hear from God directly. And it suits your soul, it will suit your spirit, and you will just feel a calmness that only the Spirit of God can give. There's no motivation speaking, there's nobody coming to encourage you that will give you that kind of calmness, that kind of assurance and reassurance. Yes. God is good. He's good. He's faithful. He's faithful. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. He will fix it. He knows about it. He will. He says, weeping may remain for the night, but joy comes in the morning. So don't worry about it. There's nobody's life that is 100% perfect. We all have our struggles. We all have the things that we are trusting God for. We all have things that, you may consider as delay. But I know that the timing of God is perfect in everybody's life. Thank you, Brother Johnny. The journey of life is not 100 meters. Everything is perfect. All things are working together for your good because the timing of God is perfect. Your own timing, you think, oh, before the end of the year, I can hear some people saying now, but this thing, no, I must do it before the end of the year. I must do it before the end of the year, this year. And God is just looking at you and wondering, hey, when I have something bigger in stock for you, why are you worried about the timing of this world? Why are you worried about calendar before the end of the year? Is it everybody that is alive now that will be alive at the end of the year? No, no, it's not everybody. So trust God's timing for you. He makes all things beautiful in his time. In his time. So just trust God. Please say Agbanilagbaton. God says completely without limitations. Thank you so much for that interpretation. Really, really appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. I don't know. I just started worshiping before I came on live, and I don't know. I just felt like I need to say something to you guys because I was just led in the spirit. That song is one of my favorite, song. Olugbeja Jehovah. I don't. What's the title again? I like that minister because his music is just I don't know. There's just something that praising God in a traditional Nigerian languages, whether it's Bini, Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, whatever, it does something to you. Yeah, it's God is good. It's good. Just give thanks to God. Don't worry. Don't worry about timing. The year is coming to an end. Another year will come. Let it come to an end. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Ma walago, ago alago sorry. Don't look at other people's timeline. Your friends are doing it now. This person has done it now. Oh, this person has done it. Why is you only me? God, why is you only me? If you knew the plans I had for you, Brian has shared a rema with us the other day that is still very, very loud in my brain. I meditate on it. I screenshotted it and kept it. And he said that I don't know if I still have it here. Yeah, this is it. I still have it here. I've not removed it from here. Brian has said to us, he said that Joseph, when he was on his path going to Egypt, he was going to be a prime minister in Egypt. This is our God self. Somebody that is going to be a prime minister, he was first sold into slavery. His own brothers tried to delete him. After they didn't succeed, they sold him into slavery. He served as a servant. In fact, when they accused him, the servant, the master's wife firstly accused him of trying to have kerewa with her. And the master, of course, threw him into prison. He was still betrayed in that prison by another person there who promised that they will remember him. They didn't remember. But it was only when the timing of God came, that was when Joseph rose. And when he rose, all those years that he endured imprisonment, he endured slavery, he endured all the hate and envy of his brothers, God wiped everything off. So Brother Ernest reminded us that when Joseph dreamt of his glory, he dreamt twice of his glory. He told his parents, he told his siblings. But God never showed him all those troubles along the way. Do you know why? Because God doesn't work like that. Why would God show him? If God show him, maybe he will say, I'm not going again, God. Please look for another person and send. This is too much for me. Yeah, that is the God that will serve. The Ying, I'm speaking to you, right? Yeah, I tell this to people around me all the time. The more troubles you have, the more testimony that God is setting ahead of you. So don't worry about it. You will pass those, you will overcome those testimonies or those tribulations and trials, and your testimony will be bigger. Because the word of God tells me that because of the glory that was set ahead of him, he endured the cross. Even our Lord Jesus Christ endured, though. So, yeah, you have to enjoy the cross to get to the glory. Everybody has their own cross. Your cross might be different from mine. Your own might be different from another person's own. But we must go through that. You can't escape it as long as you are on this earth. You must go through that experience of the cross. But after that, the resurrection came. Yes, the resurrection came and he was risen into glory. Amen, somebody. Amen, somebody. Are you encouraged? Okay. But Ben, good evening. Sorry, I've done 15 minutes of preaching. I'm not a preacher, but I just sometimes I'm just led to just bless somebody and encourage somebody and just speak because I know that, yeah, we go through things in this life and yeah, but God is good. He's a faithful God and he never fails us. Never, never, never disappoints us. Give us a thumbs up if you are blessed by that 15 minutes of a word of encouragement. Okay, I've got Brother Ben in the building. Brother Ben, are you driving? Okay, let me allow you set up properly. Are you ready? When you are ready, just give me a thumbs up. I can see you, so I'll bring you in. Guys, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. At the end of this show, I'm going to cut out that first 15 minutes and post it. You can share it and just encourage somebody with it. It's well timed. Yvette, yeah, God bless you, my darling sister. God bless you. It is well. It is well. It is well with us. Clara said, Daddy, why is rubbing up on me? He definitely rubbed off on me after many years. If he doesn't rub off on me, then you will be surprised that Kilo Day, of course, he's rubbed off on me. Oh. Okay, all right. Thank you, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. And help me to welcome Beno. This is our brother Ben. He was here the other day and I invited him specially. I think Brianess is going to join us later on. And we are here again to discuss this issue that we've been having conversations about over and over and over and over again. And what is this? Abroad marriage. Abroad marriage, Brother Ben. Can you hear me? Unmute yourself, please.
Yes, so my sister, I can hear you.
Welcome, welcome. Are you a Christian?
Of course.
I don't know where you come from, Mo.
Well, I'm from Ondo State, but I grew up in Lagos State.
Okay. I don't know. You look like an Igbo man, though. Has anybody ever told you?
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I look like an Igbo and I'm enjoying the attention.
Okay, that's good. Welcome.
Yes,
We are one. We are one. Welcome.
Thank
you. A lot of conversation around this abroad marriage. Today, we are focusing on the fact that some people, and the reason why I specifically invited you is because you were married in Nigeria, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I was married in Nigeria too. And you came abroad with your spouse, right? And a lot of your brothers or our brothers all over social media keep saying, hey, that once you bring your wife abroad, hey, the marriage will fail. Once you bring your, and a lot of brothers are actually marrying women now and leaving them in Nigeria. Some who already have wives will leave them there and come here. They will not bring them abroad. They'll just say, stay there while I stay here. And some actually have started two families as a result of trying to, play into that school of thought that, oh, marriages don't work in the diaspora, so I better leave my family in Nigeria. So I want you to tell us what is your own thought about this particular discussion about abroad marriage.
Thank you, Auntie B. it's not easy to feature on your channel, so I'm not taking this opportunity for granted. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
welcome. Oh, welcome.
And the
Because I
Obodo
value
family,
you. I value
thank
you. And I like humility in people. And I saw the humility in you. I was like, no, no, you got to come back. So welcome, my brother.
thank you, Auntie B. And hi to the Obodo family. Thank you all for having me too. Okay, I don't want to waste your time. Basically, I married in Nigeria. I got married to my wife. We were married for 13 years now, but we've been together for 20, I think 20 plus. So, in my case, my wife actually is the one who came to America first. She was in America for 5 years before I joined her.
Right.
So, um, having the opportunity to join my wife abroad, being a man who grew up in Lagos, I went to Lagos State University where I actually met my wife. And by grace of God, I was doing well in Nigeria before I came over. Ever since I relocated to America, I've learned so many things about marriage.
Mm-hmm.
And by God's grace, I think I have the opportunity to experience what marriage looks like in Nigeria and what marriage looks like here in the United States. And one thing that jumped up to me is that marriage is not a bed of roses, and you don't really know who you are married to until you are living together.
Mm-hmm.
So Um, I just wanted to give some background before I tell you guys my own side of what I think is happening to abroad marriages.
Okay.
Yes. So when I got married and my wife was in America and I was in Nigeria, we were apart for 5 years after our marriage. And when I finally joined her, it was rough, very rough. And it wasn't what I was expecting at all. Make I no lie. I just have to.
What happened? Why was it rough? What do you expect? What you meet? Tell us
Hey,
a few examples so that the thing
okay,
go hit home. Make we know
okay.
what you they talk about, you know?
All right, all right. First of all, there is marriage on one side, and there is living in America on the other side.
Hmm.
So we all have these aspiration and expectations about living in America. You know what I'm saying, sister?
Mm-hmm.
Before you
Mm-hmm.
travel out, you always see America from movies, and you feel like,
Yes.
wow, this place is
Now
paradise.
heaven. Now
When I
heaven.
enter this place, I'm made.
I go just
So,
hammer overnight.
so when I cross over, the American system hit me in terms of settling down, finding my roots. Because here is myself, a guy who owns his own consultancy in Nigeria, having my own workers and everything. And now I migrated to United States, and under 1 week to two, the moment I got my social security card, I was reduced to a nobody.
What do you mean?
My sister, I was a nobody because first I have to get a job. And with all my degrees, everything, I couldn't get a job. All my mind was that I was going to be hired in a office. I'm an HR. I study human resource management. So I thought I was going to be in an office just the way I was in Nigeria, you know,
Okay.
talking
Mm-hmm.
on phone, have staff to order around. But the reality hit me. All the places that I applied, the moment they heard my accent, they turned me down.
Right.
So I went about that for like almost a month, and money was running out so fast.
Yeah.
So I have to take the available option, which is to work in a factory. So
So
that
you have
was
to
the
start
first
from the
reality
scratch.
that hit me. Now,
Starting
how
from the
is this one
scratch.
connected? How
Mm-hmm.
does this connected to my marriage? Coming to America, my wife and I, we always have this cordial, sweet relationship. We don't have issues. But she is in America, I'm in Nigeria. She only came to Nigeria visiting, maybe stay 1 month or sometime two and come back. So now that I'm living with her, and my expectation was that I was going to be treated like a Nigerian husband. But the family make una no laugh me over here.
We're not gonna laugh. You see, it's good to be real. It's good to be real. Tell us with that
And
expectation where you there as a Nigerian husband. So I want to hear because now learning, no, everything we are doing is towards learning. Trust me. People go they listen to you. Many people, thousands of people go listen to this show today and they go learn something. So when the things no come be like that, you can't sit there, you
yeah,
not be.
so
Mhm,
I was
mhm.
expecting to be treated like a Nigerian husband. So the first thing that jumped up to me was that um, for the first 3 weeks before I got my social security card, when I woke up every morning, my wife was gone. She already went to work.
Mhm.
So, and we have 2 kids already. My first was like 5 years old at that time, and I have a very young baby.
Right.
I think Vicky was like 4 months old at that time. So by the
Mm,
time I wake up in the morning, my wife was gone, and I just came in. We were living in my mother-in-law's house at this time.
mm.
So the expectation that when I wake up, there's going to be food on the
There will be
table.
breakfast served to you.
Auntie B, I'm a Nigerian man. I wasn't used to microwave. I won't lie.
Uh-huh.
So my wife is gone. I'm not the one running around trying to cater for myself. And for the
Yes.
first 2 weeks, it was strange. So when she come, I'll be like, how did you just wake up and you just gone to work? You don't even make provision for anything. What is going on? And
Yeah.
this is like, but babe, I have to go to work.
Right.
Okay, the Nigerian man is still in me.
Right.
I tried to blend it, and then got so good I started working too. So the first job I got was in a factory. And all my life after school in Nigeria and TB, I always do this office, relax, sit behind computer kind of job. But
Right.
when I got a factory job, because I have to make money, we have to pay
Yes.
rent.
Yes.
I go to the work, I stood for 8 hours. We only have these 15 minutes breaks. And I was
Mm-hmm.
working with all these Chinese people.
Mm-hmm.
And to be, make I just cut and short on my eyes, oh. So,
Oh man, you too funny. It's not make you cut and short saying I see. But you see, these examples, they're very, very, very important. You see this example where you just give, so say you be this boss for Ninja, where you go school, everything. Because the expectation be say if I don't go school, I don't need to do some kind job. But the reality is say when you they come from the Nigeria to come to the abroad, it not be like that. You gotta start from the bottom. And
yeah.
they easy for people to adjust. You see that adjustment, now there wahala they always start for some people.
God
And
bless you, Auntie Bio. You be like saying you know my story already.
it's common. It's very, very common. Now what did they happen be that some people know they feel adjust, they know they feel adapt. They go still say, after all, I be husband. Why you go wake up? How can a good wife wake up and go to work without serving her husband breakfast or even checking up on waiting I go eat? You just go work.
See my life, oh. So I went to work. I found this work in the factory and it was stressful. I stood all through 8 hours. So I endured the first day, the second day, by Wednesday. And the funny thing is, I was working with Chinese people. These people are machine. No chair, nothing. We were standing. It was a food processing factory. So
Okay.
we are going like this all day long, all day long. I can't cope. So by Thursday, I was already fed up. But I still managed to go because I have to prove as a man I have to make money. So when I got to work on Thursday, and then they allocate me to go and work in the section where they turn paste in the factory. Big pot of paste. When they say I should turn this paste, I'm like, hell no, I can't do this. So
Yeah.
I just managed to survive that day. And then on Friday morning, my wife was off. So around 5:30, she woke me up and they're like, babe, you know go work. Auntie B, may God bless my wife for at least being patient. I
Right.
was mad.
Hmm.
This is a woman I have never raised my voice to all my life. But that morning, I was having pain in my feet, all my body joints
Yeah.
were hot.
Because you were doing a job that is physically exacting and you are not used to
Jeez,
that.
Jesus, Auntie B. When she woke me, I got into my Ondo mode. I'm an Ondo man, and you know, Ondo, to the verse in our thing, we can be so angry at every small thing. I told her, if you dare wake me at which work, is this your plan? So you brought me here to come and kill me.
Professor Midi Beudani.
I'm not going nowhere.
Uh-huh.
I didn't go. Whether they fire me, they don't fire, I don't even know. I
You
didn't
don't
go.
care.
No. So we move on, and then that's so good. I was introduced to healthcare job. I didn't know when you're gonna do healthcare job, you start from the bottom again.
Mm-hmm.
The grace was that I happened to work in a psychiatric hospital, so I don't have to deal with cleaning and taking care of people,
Personal care.
wiping them and all that. But
Yes.
still, this is a psych hospital, and me in my usual characteristic, I won't work in Yaba left in Nigeria. You know how
Right.
we feel about people with mental
Mental
challenges.
health. Yes.
So I started doing the work. Now, how does all this fit into my marriage and why
Yes.
I'm so passionate about it? For the first 1 year, Auntie B, I was working and I can barely save $50 to $100 every month. And here is my wife. She's already established. She's making real good money. We stay in my mother-in-law's house for 3 months. Then we rented our own home, our own apartment. So we are not living together. The bill was as this high. So my income cannot take care of the entire bill. And I'm a Yoruba man, a Nigerian man, and I felt like if I can't pay my bill, I'm not man enough. I don't even want to ask my wife for anything because I'm the husband. You know, but I got to work, I pay this bill, money disappear. And my wife, I'm sorry about the family, I'm going to be making a lot of reference to her because the credit is for her.
No, please don't be sorry. We like it when we get the credit that belongs to us. Give it to her.
So my wife now, she's an introvert, not the talking type.
Right.
And then my wife has a way of going around things. If I'm doing my man, macho thing, she go just chill, the wash, knowing fully well that when the thing choke me, I will come back. Yes. So when I react, she will step in. You feel me now, Auntie?
Yes.
So when I was paying this bill, I said that every month my money will just disappear. I don't even know that America is that tough on men. So at the point, I wasn't happy. I'll go to work, I'll come back, every month money don't go. And people in Nigeria won't let me rest. My family, but I came from a polygamous family. My daddy had 4 wives. I'm 21 children. I'm the last born. And I'm the only one in US. So a lot of people are depending on me. Every month, Ben, person don't swallow cutlass, bring money. Ben, someone is dying. Ben, heaven is falling if you don't bring money. So I also wanted to impress people back home. I'm just giving you guys the foundation. I want to impress people back home. You know, I'm in America now. I have to show I'm a big boy. But the money is not there. So at the point after 6 months, between that 6 months, I was just having all kinds of fights with my wife. Any small thing will set me off. Now just fight every day. And I became a different version of myself. Everybody who knows me know that I'm a jovial guy. I'm an extrovert. Everything I play for me. But within that first 6 months to 1 year, Auntie B, I was a stark opposite of who I was before I came to America.
You changed because of the reality where you see for grand, not be what you expect.
Auntie B, maybe Obodo family, if you take one English, describe me. Narcissistic, that's what they call those men. When they say that they control you.
It's not narcissistic. You can't become narcissistic overnight where you know before.
Because I was just pissed. I am mad at my wife. I am mad at the society I found myself. I was pissed at myself that why did I even accept to come? Because honestly speaking, I don't want to come to US. If you are in Nigeria and you are doing fine, you are making good money, there is nothing to come to US for. I don't want to come. But until we had my second child and I felt like I can't leave this woman alone, raising 2 kids all by herself with all the faith she has in me. She traveled to America, came back to marry me in Nigeria. Oh, come on. That's why I came. So everything at that point was just making me hot. I have this anger in me. So my wife now noticed that this is not who I married. She started telling me, babe, let's talk about this. What is going on? What is going on? Instead of me talking to her, all I do is accuse her. I know this is what you wanted. I know she's making more money, right? But
Right.
I think she stepped up when it is time to step up. She helped paying part of the rent and everything. But I believe she wanted me to open up and
Mhm.
tell her if I needed help.
So that
But
part where you were saying where she's making more money than you because obviously she don't come tete before you. She was already
exactly.
established. How did that make you feel?
Mm,
As a Yoruba man now, with your pride and your dignity that you were doing well in Nigeria, you are the man, you are the husband, you are providing. Now in America, struggling to find your feet. And the thing, according to what you talk with your mouth, it changed your persona. It changed who you
yes.
are because of the disappointment. Number one, the cultural shock. Starting from the bottom, trying to impress people back home and all that. But knowing that your wife, and now because of her you come, so now you are holding her responsible for say, if not because of you now, for still in Nigeria, they enjoy
Yes,
my job.
so
So
yes.
how did that make you feel knowing that she was earning more than you?
Um First and foremost, for me, even right from Nigeria, I don't really bother myself about my wife making more money. She has always been making good money. Even when I was in Nigeria, she's in US. I didn't know about income tax until I got here, but every year when she get income tax, she would tell me, babe, they don't pay income tax, so this is how much I got. How much should I send to you? I'll tell her, don't send money to me. You are taking care of our kids yourself. Just hold your money, be fine. But I've never been intimidated by she making income, maybe because of knowing who she was, okay? I
Hmm.
wasn't intimidated. Rather,
And
I
because
was
you are a
just mad at
confident person
myself.
as well, you are a very confident man
Yeah.
as well.
So
That
I
came
was
in.
just mad
Mhm.
that I can't make money. I can't save. You know how to be. We Nigerians, savings means a lot to us.
Mhm.
I can't save. I am working, the money is going back. I'm paying rent every month. Every month. We have just 3 days. If you don't pay the rent, they are coming to throw you out. In fact, they will
Hmm.
first add penalties and then they will throw you out. So
Hmm.
it wasn't easy. I wasn't mad at her that she's making money every day because, to her credit, she's not the kind of woman that makes money and then maybe want to flaunt it or no. She's always there, ever ready. But right now, I've been in America for 11 years now. When I look back, I realize that it was actually my fault for not speaking up earlier. That's why
Right.
I experienced a lot of those challenges. So her making money really don't bother me that much.
Okay. Carry on. About that speaking of, she came to meet you and say, open up, tell me.
Yeah, so she like, hey, tell me what is going. So out of anger, I was talking and I'm like, look at it. Look at me. I can't even help anybody. I can't help myself.
Mhm.
I don't have savings. Well, how do you
Mhm.
want me to survive? That's when she now said, okay, babe, here is the thing. I know you are still trying to adjust to America's system,
Mhm.
but here we have to do it together. Just tell me where you want me to help, and then we go about it. That's when she knew how much I'm making anyway, because she
Mhm.
knew the job and everything. So that's when she now said, okay, why don't we look at our bills and let me see how we can do this so that you two can have savings. And from there, we lay it all out. And she's like, okay, this is what I'm making. Let me pay this, pay that, pay that.
So you were
So you just,
communicating now. Both of you are communicating now.
yes. So you
Mhm.
just handle this and that. So that at the end of the month, you will have money. And that is how we did it for like, I think, a year and a half. And then me now, being Lagos boy, I look at the environment and the reality is there that, look, in this country, if you want to move to the next level, you got to acquire skills or you go to school. You feel me now? So
Yes.
then I decided to go to school. And when I wanted to go to school, I chose to go for nursing because I still have my reservation with all these people that are saying, oh, nurses are this, nurses are that. Nursing women, they divorce their husband, they do this. I am in the field.
Yes.
I saw what's going on.
Right.
So, but before we get there, I went into nursing. And when I was going to nursing, I came back, I told my wife that, babe, I didn't do science back in Nigeria, and this
Mhm.
nursing is going to stress me. I don't think
Mhm.
I can combine this study
And work.
with work. So here
Mhm.
is what we're going to do.
Mhm.
Somebody introduced me to Uber, and I drove Uber for 3 months before I went to nursing school. The
Right.
money I made driving Uber was way, way beyond what I'm being paid. So I told my wife, I'm going to quit my job. I'll be driving Uber and go to school. And
Right.
then she's like, ah, driving Uber is like driving taxi. Oh. How would you feel about it? I said, babe, you remember I said, Lagos boy I be? I don't care. I drove Uber for 3 months. I was able to go and buy 65-inch television, paid cash. I've been in America for how long? I couldn't do that. Babe, make I drive Uber. I go school. So that was how I drove Uber, and I went to school. Then I became a nurse. And the moment I became a nurse, you know, this is America. If you are a nurse, so far, the moment you pass your board exam, you get a job in less than a week. I know.
How was that nursing school for you? Because you know another thing when they come up, is say a lot of people, especially men. Brother Enes is here. We salute you, Brother Enes. Welcome, sir. I'll come to you in a minute. Brother Ben is just, in fact, everybody in the comment section, they are feeling you. I can tell you that because you are very honest and you are humble and you are keeping it real 100%, which is something you see. When you talk just now, you said something. You say that first year when you come, the struggle where you get. Now, what would you always try to talk? Accountability. You are looking back now. You say you look back, say it was my fault because I didn't open up, because I didn't understand the system. I was still trying to do like a Nigerian man living in Nigeria. I don't know, say America not be like that. That is what is called accountability. So that's very, very good. You are doing well. Thank you very much. No wonder you are happily married. I can tell. Because you be correct guy. I'm not gonna lie. You are a correct guy. I saw it that first time when you come here. You know, even though you be one be distracted when you beg for you that time. But we don't forgive you for that one. So this nursing when you do so, now I won't talk about.
All right.
A lot of women for the US, they talk, say for the abroad, say the men no dey agree go nursing school. Instead, they make their wife to go nursing school. In fact, I hear one recently where be say the guy they date the girl for Nigeria. He dey tell the guy make go do nursing before you go bring her come here. The girl say no like nursing, he won't do IT. He break up the relationship because the girl said she doesn't have passion for nursing. You when you be man now can't choose say okay you won't do nursing. Why you think say a lot of our brothers no they consider if now that one they make people they get money that they work day surplus? Why is it a struggle for a lot of brothers like you to follow that path?
Okay. First off, I would like to say this. Nursing is not easy here in America. I have my friend in Liverpool over there in UK. He's a nurse too. And he's saying the same thing. Nursing is not easy, Auntie B. It's tough. It's all about science. And secondly, studying in America is nothing compared to studying in Nigeria. Here in America, if your textbook is 1,200 pages big, you are going to read that textbook from pali to pali, like we say it in Nigeria. No shortcuts. It's not easy. If anybody say they don't want to go into nursing, I don't blame them. And I think part of the reason why I was able to make it in nursing school is because it was a conscious decision by me. Because when I look at the environment where I live in America, I realize that I can't get any good job as a result of my accent. Oh, my accent is even good. I think I'm speaking a little bit of Fune now. My accent used to be terrible. Auntie P, don't laugh me.
Oh, Ben, you too funny. Say they speak a little bit of Fune now. You terrible before when you don't land. And you know, they go make you repeat yourself over and over. Excuse me.
Because
Auntie
B is because they don't understand us when we speak.
So the accent was a problem.
Accent was a big problem.
The accent was a problem.
So my accent was thick. I'm a very straightforward person. That's why if you go to my Facebook, my name is Benoriu. I just say it the way it is. I don't sugarcoat anything. My accent was terrible. Even me, sometimes when I speak and I do a playback, I can hear that Ondo plus Niger accent coming up. And I'm like, okay, nobody can ever hire me with this accent. But then, nursing is one field that they don't care about your accent. All they care about is your skills. Can you save people? Can you deliver care? You know, can you interpret doctor's order? Can you assess your patient and offer necessary care when it's needed? That's everything about nursing. They
Hmm.
don't care whether you speak phoneme, you speak no. You feel me now? So that's why I made that conscious decision to go into nursing. And then secondly, nursing is good. The money is good. I won't lie
Right.
to you.
Yeah.
Now I've seen people say, don't get to nursing, there is no money. He said that the truth is, if you cut your coat according to your clothes, according to your size, or how do they say, according to
According to
your
your
clothes,
size. Mm-hmm.
nursing is good and to be.
Mm-hmm.
Nursing is the field that once you start working, your life will experience a significant turnaround.
Right.
If you are not doing more than yourself,
Mm-hmm.
even if you don't want to work overtime, you will still make good money. I have a lot of white colleagues. They don't work overtime. They
Mm-hmm.
enjoy every time. We,
Yes.
the Nigerians, are the ones who work 247, that we want to kill ourselves chasing money. So,
Yes.
those two factors, the fact that nothing gives you stability, there is always job for you. No matter what happens in the economy, you're always going to be employed. As far
Hmm.
as your license is current, you don't have any equipment on your license, and you don't do any shady thing, you are disciplined, you don't drink alcohol, you don't have police issue, you are not involved in domestic violence and all that, you're always going to be employed. That's something
Mm-hmm.
about nothing.
Right.
And the pay is always there. You, in fact,
Right.
you can plan your life around nursing. So that is why I went into nursing. Now, as for the men who don't want to go into nursing,
It's not even nothing. Men who don't want to go back to school. Maybe we will talk generally about go because
okay,
the main thing is going back to school when you come to the abroad. Because me
yes,
don't check them. I'm not going to lie to you. It is very, very difficult for you to advance yourself in terms of career. No matter you don't get degree for Nigeria. All of us get degree for Nigeria, but we have to put ourselves back to school when we come abroad. But some people know they agree go school here. So why it be say a lot of men know they want to go back to, especially the older generation, like our
okay,
generation.
okay, Auntie B. In my own opinion, I don't know
Mm,
of other people, and based on what I've discovered as a podcaster, school is not meant for everybody,
mm-hmm.
especially American school. There is no cut corner. If you go to American school, you are not doing well, you will fail. Not even then that will fail you. You will see your grade every week. When you do your assessment and everything, you will see that you are failing. Now, school
Yeah,
is not meant for everybody.
right.
Where I have problem
Mm-hmm.
with our men who don't want to go back to school is this. Besides schools, there are other skills that you can
Mm.
acquire.
Yes,
Valuable skills.
yes.
Look, I've helped like 4 people, I think about 5 people so far since I've been
Mm-hmm.
in Texas. The 5 of them are doing way better than me today, even though I'm a nurse. You
Right.
know why? Three
Mm-hmm.
of them are driving trucks. Trailer, Nigeria. For those who don't know, we call them trailer.
Right.
3 of them are driving trucks. If you go to driving school and you get your truck driving license, I think they call it a C something. It just eluded me now. If
Mm-hmm.
you have truck driving license,
Yeah.
in a month, if you are not lazy, you're making nothing less than $10,000.
That might not be hard job to the dry truck.
Sister Auntie B, nothing
Mm-hmm.
comes easy.
Uh-huh.
Nothing as a man, nothing comes easy. If you want to be a man, you want to take care of your wife, you want to take care of your children, you want to be respected, you have to sacrifice something.
Mm-hmm.
And besides, trucking is not a difficult job. It's
Mm-hmm.
all about planning and what you choose to do. There are some people who drive interstate truck, and there are some people who do local routes, and they are still making good money. So
So
talking about school, as for me, if you can't go to school, go and learn trucking. If you don't want to do trucking, go and learn HVAC. In my house right now, if my AC is out, if I call HVAC guys to come and check it out, I'm paying $100 just for them to drive to my house.
what is HVAC? What's
Oh,
that?
people that fix AC.
Electricians.
Okay, maybe we call them electrician in Nigeria.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, that aside, there are other certifications that
Yeah,
you can
just do
acquire.
things to improve yourself. Not just stay.
Exactly.
Because you see, the wahala is that you see as you they do that Uber job. Some people, I have a story here that will share on Friday if you can, if you day free, or if you're not day free. watch and later. A woman is coming here to share her story with us on Friday. Now Naija, now she for married the guy for they for married, the guy come abroad. The guy was a medical doctor in Nigeria. But since he come America, just like you said now, brother Ben, he had no carry the board exam, he no fit pass am. He dey write and write and write and no fit pass am. And na where their wahala for their marriage for start be that. She go tell her story today. Not be small gbege for the marriage because of that. All the frustration. So all these things that we need to take into account, because at the end of the day, finance is a very big part of marriage. If money no dey, then they
Ah,
struggle. It's a very
hey,
big. Now, if you compare that time you be dey do that factory job where you for run comot, and now when you be professional with nurse where you dey earn all this big big money.
no, there's stark different, way bigger different. In fact, besides working as a nurse, I have my own media company here. I have an NLC. I'm into videography, photography, content creation, and all that. Mr. B, Auntie B, I give glory to God. I am one of the videographers here in Texas that when you call me for a job, you are paying me nothing less than $1,000. In fact, the base price is $1,000. If you want me to carry my camera and say, I come your event, it starts from 1,000. I charge
On
that
top of the
fire.
nursing, you still get time to do video.
Oh, now my side also, I know they take and play. Even I told my nursing boss, if you want fire me, fire me. I'm not leaving my business alone because it gives me good money.
Right.
Come on, a side hustle that give you $30,000 to $40,000 a year. What are you talking about? If you go to my Facebook page, last weekend I was in Dallas. I was covering one of the elite events. They paid me real good for that, $2,000. I just have to drive there, carry camera. I was even doing live. So, Sister B, having that extra skill matters. I tell my friends over here, if you're married and you have kids, please do anything that fetch you more money. You need money. To be a man, you must make money. Forget your wife. Your wife is making her money, make your own money. That is how marriage is sweet. You feel me now, Auntie B? So when I look at now and where I started, I they always praise God. They say, Baba God, I give you all the glory. Oh. At least we know resemble waiting we look at when we enter America.
Thank you very much, Brother Ben. I really, really appreciate that. So we don't talk about the money aspect and we don't talk about how you can integrate coming into America. I'm going to come to Brianess in a minute, but before I come to Brianess, I want to ask you the other side of each thing. The other side, when we never talk about, I
Okay.
like your story because it's something that is relatable. A lot of people go feel relate to them because we all they get that cultural shock when you come here. But the problem is that people get stuck. They get stuck and they become frustrated and angry, and it's difficult for them to move on from being stuck. They just there, they don't feel find their way outside. It will come turn to bitterness. Before you know it, they affect their relationship, they affect their marriage. Wahala will come. You see a lot of all these our brothers when you go know say wahala day for one thing or the other. They run up and down. They say, all these obodoyibo women, especially nurses, one day go school, they want to and they want to they know they feminine, they know they don't forget themselves. They not be wife again. They not be this again. They not be that again. Plenty story there, but I know say everybody know your own story. How you
Yes.
stand for where you did. The other side of things, how you take navigate in terms of family life, domestic things, and child care and all that. I want to make you talk to us briefly about all that.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Auntie. Thank you, Auntie B. No two marriages are the same. Everybody have their unique experiences. In my experience, I give God the glory, and like I always said, and I'm still going to say it now, I give my wife a lot of credit. I don't want to make she see this video, make her head no good, they swear. But I give
I
my
said,
wife
let
a
our
lot
head
of credit.
swell, oh, let our head swell, brother Ben.
Now,
Yeah.
why I said I give her a lot of credit is that we had our struggles within the first 5 years.
Mhm.
I counsel people anytime people call me to be involved in marriage thing. I always tell them that you are not really in marriage yet until you and your wife survive the first 5 years, because you are learning to know each other for the first 5 years. Because within that first 5 years, your kids will come, your dynamic will change. Marriage, everybody comes into marriage with a template of what they want their wife to look like, what they want their husband to look like, how they want their wife to behave, how them they want to behave. Fine. But the moment you find a wife or a husband, and then the husband brought his own quality into the situation, the template will change. So within the first 5 years, Auntie B, I won't lie to you. Ah, woman wey no get patience for, you no go fit tolerate me. We fight, Auntie B.
What did they cause fight? You know how do school runs? I be someone I get school buses for America. What did cause
Ah,
fights?
Auntie B, raising kids in America is, make I know, I wish, I don't want to talk with if they go say they block, but it's tough. Raising kids in America and in Nigeria is never the same. For
Yes,
instance,
yes.
I discovered that the American system value those children of yours more than you. They have all these laws and all these guidelines that even dictate how you interact and go about taking care of your children. It's like
Yes.
the children are number one.
They have
For
rights. The
instance,
children have rights.
my kids are the one who determine me and my wife's schedule. I've worked all the available shifts in this America. Night shift. In fact, now night shift now I take the ball head. That see me the wake up. Night shift. Now give me ball head. So I'm just saying, me and my wife and I, we have to adjust several times. Sometimes we work morning, I work evening. Sometimes we work evening, I work night. And when the kids finally start grappling with study at school, my wife was working evening shift. I was working night shift, so I can take them to school in the morning. And at a point, we both realized that to help these kids, women do a better job when the kids come back from school and their mom is the one at home than their dad. So we have to switch again. That is one side. One time we tried childcare, Auntie B. I was paying almost $800 a month for two of my children. I paid that thing. I was trying to do overtime. So I'm like, okay, if we take them to childcare, I can work more overtime and make more money. When we paid this thing for 2 months, I was working and I was losing my, you know, when you work to the point that when you reach out, sometimes you lie on the couch, you just slept off. That was how terrible it was. And then I still have to go and cough out $800. So at the point, I was working, my wife was working, we don't even have time for each other. Even to carry ourselves, my case, sometimes, if madam, I said, just leave me. For one corner. Where the energy day? You feel me? It was bad. So we have to come back again, go to our drawing board. We get plenty drawing board from our sister Auntie B. We went back to the drawing board and decided that, look, if we go at this rate, we go die quick, and we won't even enjoy nothing. Because I realized we are living in America, there's all these fancy places around us, but we can't go there because we are always at work running around. So we said, okay, here's what we're gonna do. Let's split the childcare thing. We will both be splitting the shift. I will watch them a certain period of time when you are at work. When you come back, you will watch them. And then if anybody want to work overtime, we will push the overtime to when the other partner is off. So that's how we were able to take care of that. There are just things going on within the first 5 years.
So you were constantly adjusting, you were constantly negotiating, you were constantly, having conversations and planning, constantly making adjustments. Now the cocoa be that is the cocoa, because you see, the Bible says that two cannot work together except they agree. Now that agreement, you say they call on drawing board. Yes, you can call it drawing board, but an agreement I go call them. You know why? Because when I sit down, you go come, you go sit down. You are open to having these conversations. You not to say, I be man, I will go to work. You just take care of the children. Whatever you do with your time and your children, you not consign me. Let me go work. You understand?
That is why a lot of people are having problem in their marriage.
You see, you know, just to say, you not consign me, I must work because I am building a house or I'm saving money for something. You know, they do, because I have this project, I must just work without considering we're a family. Children are involved. How do we navigate? You see, as you they talk about how now they go on a drawing board, they discuss, they change plan. They sweet me, ori me woo, because it's about compromise, constantly compromising for one another. Because at the end of the day, the children, now both of them are get them.
Yes, so yes, yes, so and let me quickly say one thing, Auntie B, because if we have to discuss this issue, you will have like 5 series on this issue alone. No? At a point when I finished nursing school and I'm working and we are now living good and better, and then we were living in 2-bedroom apartment, and then our rent was coming due, and we wanted to rent another apartment. My wife and I, we were like, okay, let us go and rent a home instead of renting an apartment. And in the process of looking for a home, after we don't go like 3 home search already, we were coming back, and out of the blue, my wife just said, babe, why don't we even just go and check all these people that are selling houses? Maybe we just go there, go play. Maybe we go here, there. Maybe we form like, say we be big man. My wife is an introvert, but she can be funny when she wants to be. So I was driving, and when she said, I said, babe, not true. Since we be here, we never even know how they take sell house.
And they say they buy house for you. Maybe we'll try. Maybe we'll do try and error.
As it be, we not even plan to buy house. Now rent, we wanted to rent. Now, so we drove to all these real estate agent company. We went there, they were showing us houses. So we were going from one model to the other. Me and my wife not say we just come there and complain. We no plan to buy house. But then when we got to the last one, the man that was there is an elderly white man, about 70-something years old. And my kids, I have 3 kids now. My kids were disturbing him. The way they were playing with him, he loved it so much. So he showed us one model. We loved that model. And then when he told us the price, I told my wife, babe, any house that the mortgage is more than $2,000 a month, we are not buying. No. We both agreed. So when the man showed the house, we loved the house. Then he told us the price. Then we told the man, oh, we would have loved to buy it, but this is our budget. Any mortgage that is more than $2,000, I don't think we can afford it. And the reason we made that decision was that we want to buy a home whereby my salary, without overtime, can pay for the mortgage, pay for whatever we need. If anything happens to me, my wife's salary can pay the mortgage, pay for every bills we have. So we don't want to buy a house whereby both of us have to combine our income before we can stay afloat. So we told the man. The man now said the house he has in the market is $320,000. He said, but he's going to tell us a secret, because he saw the way my kids were disturbing him. He said he want them around. He said, what he's going to tell us is this, that there is a house that is going to be on the market at a discount of $50,000. That if I can give him $1,000 today, he's going to make sure we get that house. So I went to my car, brought my check. I wrote a check of $1,000 for him. Lo and behold, Auntie B, the house where I am right now, I'm actually in my home office right now. We've owned this house for 5 years. No, going to 6 years, sir. We bought this house out of play, just because me and my wife were just like, we go carry the amount down.
And she suggests that someone now go check and you follow and go.
Why am I saying this? America is not a place where you can be.
Internet
is not a place where you can be successful if you don't work in tandem with your spouse. It's not going to work. And I'm telling you from experience, a lot of people are having issues in their marriage today. I'm not saying we are perfect. We are not. Like I said, my wife is Delta Igbo. I'm a Yoruba. Sometimes I ask myself, I don't even know how we take jam. Yeah, I don't even hear one thing she speak. When she speak Igbo like this, I'll just say that Yoruba, also Igbo. That is it. But we've been together forever. So when people are saying they're having issues, they're having problems in their marriage, I took my time to assess what is going on. America is different from what we have in Nigeria. When you are here, if you don't calm down, understand your partner, and both of you work as a team, they work. That is why then they divorce. I'm talking about all those nurses that they were saying, nurses do this, nursing do that. It's not like that. You see, half of those stories you hear about nurses say this nurse divorced her husband because of this, that one divorce. Not true, Auntie B. If you know what some of these female nurses are enduring in their marriage, I am not saying the men are bad, because we also have some nurses that we can call them dagbana shoko in Yoruba language. We have some bad nurses, but majorly there are some men who, when they went back home to bring all these women over to America, they built that relationship on lies. They don't tell the women what they have going. Some of them already have children before they went to marry. And now they are paying child support. Some of them have one or two things on their record that will stop them from taking certain job. Are you feeling me now, Auntie B? I don't know if I'm making sense to you.
Yes, I
Now,
am listening.
when you go to Nigeria and you don't tell a woman this is what is at stake,
My situation.
and this woman now see you, she listened to your story, she's excited, she was going to marry to an American and come over here. And now, you know, women brain, they cool past men when it comes to school. When it comes to going to school, women brain, I don't know how you guys do it. You're on a brain, somehow they were relaxed than us. This woman will come, the husband we ask her to go to school. She now go to school, she become a nurse. Most time, the problem is some men want the woman to now shoulder most of the responsibilities at home because she now makes more money. I've seen cases of men who want their wife as a nurse. In fact, there are some nurses that came earlier before our own generation that says when she goes to collect her paycheck, her husband is already waiting to collect the check from her. The same thing is happening right now. I am not saying some of these nurses are saying. I'm just saying don't go by what most of the story you heard there. I have a lot of female single friends who have children, divorcee and all that, and I listen to their story. And in some cases, I've interviewed like over 20 male divorcee husbands who divorced their wife. And when they talk, you can see where they are having issues. This is America. Everybody is open to make their own money. Go make your money. Your wife is making her own money. But more importantly, is you have to improve yourself. Your wife, look, if you go to a lot of facilities here in America, women are the one at the top of the facilities. In Nigerian women, they are big bosses. Now imagine a woman that is controlling over 100 stars. She now come back to you. You have nothing to offer. You don't even improve her social status. Rather, you are even. You still
want to do I'm a man on top of that. So yeah.
I have some statistic data that maybe after you allow bro talk, I can share with you. Some statistics that I compiled.
Because if we they talk, it will be like say, because I be woman, they always favor women, they always favor women. Because we get a lot of them, they go shows like Daddy Freeze, all those men go there. America women, when they become nurses, once they become nurses, they will turn to something else. They know they respect their husband again. They don't do this, they don't do this. But a man, they talk now. He said, we're not going to say women be, we're not saying that women are saints. Nobody is saying that women are saints. But one thing I know categorically, I will tell you, my brother Ben. Nigerian women were Nigeria they teach and where we value marriage. We know the importance of marriage. We know they joke with marriage. Not because you come abroad, you can't wake up one day say, you know what? As I did abroad, what did I take marriage do? I beg, I not marry again. Now lie. Now lie. There's no smoke without fire. If everybody they learn to look inwards, whether you are a man or a woman, you they reflect and with the day accountable. Just like Brother Ben, things go better. Oh. You see, as he talk, and he said the first year, as they take struggle, he said, I changed. He said, I don't recognize myself again. I was angry with everything and everybody. Now, the lack of accountability, oh, when you're always pointing fingers, now you cuss and now you cuss. And you see that time where they point finger, that first year where they won't finish you for that factory job, where you they do when you just come to. You for your kind of frustration now, they go say, you know what? Now what you carry me can't do for America again. And while I will just start. But God gave you that wisdom. In fact, you display so much maturity, display so much leadership and wisdom. I'm not to say you did perfect. I'm not say if we ask your wife, no, who they perfect? Nobody they perfect. We are wife. But you see, the leadership, the role of a leader, a man, a husband, now you display. For instance, you won't go nursing school. You call your wife, tell and say, you know what? If I go this work, go do nursing school, I go struggle. Make her drive Uber. You were always carrying her along. You open up to conversation. You were always willing to negotiate, renegotiate, discuss things. You go, your wife supports you. You go do Uber and you do the nonsense successfully. Abba. And now the reward of that school where you go, so you dey enjoy. You see? What are we talking about? If you just dey join us, please give us a thumbs up. We are talking about people who are coming to the abroad and marrying, abroad marriage. Brother Ben started from the bottom, even though he was already working as a professional in Nigeria. He told us how he came to America and started from scratch in first job. It was not something that he could cope with. It was serious. He talked about the cultural shock, expectations coming to America, and the expectation from back home, which that one, if we want to start to talk about that one, that's when you talk, say you were trying to impress them, being from polygamous home now, your last born. Ha! Everybody will say, ah, ó ti wà nílùú òyìnbó, Ben, kí ni wọ́n ń ṣe ń bẹ̀ yẹn? You want to impress, but you never settle. You still stand with one leg. You never even figure yourself out. It's always a struggle. It's always a struggle. So many lessons there, my people. So many lessons. Thank you so much. Thank you. You dropped so many gems about this.
Thank you.
So many gems. So many gems. I'm bringing Brother Ernest now into the studio. Welcome, Brother Ernest. Good evening, and thank you for joining us, sir. You've been listening very patiently.
Thank you, Auntie B.
All right, welcome.
Thank you.
Okay.
I will start with my big bros, Bro Ben.
Thank you, sir.
Thanks. I've listened to you with rapt attention, and I can relate to a whole lot of things you are saying. I'm not as old as you are in obodooyinboconnect. You know, but I don't think it's about the years you've spent, but even though I've been here for about 3 years, but I can relate to everything you have said. And one of the things I'm going to drop, Auntie B, is to say that this society we are in, when I say this society, I mean the Western world, is a leveler.
Mm-hmm.
What I've seen in the last 3 years, and before coming here full time, the last 3 years, I used to visit frequently. And one of the things I have seen is that this society is meant for young people coming out of Nigeria. And what do I mean by that? If you are fortunate to come to the Western world as a student, your parents paid your fees for you, you came here to school, chances are that you're going to break in quicker than people who came here in their late 30s or their early 40s.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen. And it's something now that when I see folks back home, friends who want to relocate, there are so many things I tell them now because I've passed through the experience. If you are coming here in your late 30s, early 40s, then you must tell yourself the truth that you're going to drop everything you came with and you are going to take time to break into the system.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There are no shortcuts about it.
Mm-hmm.
One of the easy ways that can help you out, which is what Brad Ben said, if you are not humble enough to start from scratch, to pick up menial jobs you want to do, if I may use that word.
Mm-hmm.
When I say menial jobs, I mean jobs you feel are below the clerical kind of job, the white collar jobs you were doing back home, and you want to do off the cuff jobs, then you must come here with solid savings from back home.
Mm-hmm.
If you come in here and you have so much savings from home, it can give you some buffer.
Yes.
You can float for some time before you find your bearing. But if you come here, you don't have a buffer, you don't have so much savings you've raked in over the years, chances are that you can't run away from doing these jobs that Brad Ben spoke about. You are going to pass through that process. So, like I said, this society is a leveler. So you must drop everything you came with back home and tell yourself the hard truth about this society. And one of the things that's going to work for you is what you also speak about, Auntie B. Information is very key. Surround yourself with the right people. because when you come into any society, you have to learn the ropes. You need to lean on those who have been here, lean on positive influences, and be able to look at the society and say, how can I fit in? To be like I came in here 3 years ago. I've been a communications expert for the last 18 years of my career. I read communications first degree before my MBA.
Right.
So all I've worked all my life has been communications, government relations, public relations. That's what I've worked. But I came in here 3 years ago and I sat down and I said, okay, how do I fit in? Luckily, I had a family friend who had been here with me for quite some time. He also came in here having worked for a multinational back home in Nigeria about 10 years ago. And he took me through the ropes. And the first thing we did was to do what we call environmental scanning. Regardless of what I came with from Nigeria, can I continue with that same career? Or that career, are there other skills I can learn?
Yeah.
Bring me in. And we did that. And it was very clear that I can do something new. And like Brad Ben said, it's either you go to learn new skill or you go back to school. Because you must break the egg before you can make omelette. So those are the realities that you must be able to tell yourself. And the only way to be able to reason that way is that you need to have a sound mind. You need to be able to manage your pressure, which is where the home front comes in. And you need to surround yourself with the right information and the right people around you. And today, in the next 1 or 2 weeks, I'll be graduating now. I'm a safety expert now from communications. Or something new from what I've done in the last 15, 18 years of my career in Nigeria. So I've gone into safety and I'm going to qualify in 2 weeks as occupational health and safety expert.
Congratulations.
Thank you, man. So that is what this environment gives people, that you are going to make it. Nobody should kid you. Nobody should discourage you that this society is not for people like us. It's not true. It's just that you need the patience to be able to break in. You know, and I walked into the bank one day and I met a Nigerian who was the cashier guy, you know, and I had just applied for a managerial job in the bank he was working, one of these big banks in Canada. And so I was just interfacing with him and I said, I applied for a job with you guys. How is it like? And I could see the shock in the guy's eye. He said, bros, he said, you strong, oh? I said, why? He said, people like us don't get those kind of jobs here. I said, why?
See mindset. You see mindset.
Yes.
People like us.
Yes. I said, why? Why do you think so?
He's defeated himself already.
So he has already pegged himself. In his mind, he can't become a manager in this society. And I just smiled and I told him, there are no ceilings I can't break. Those who are managers here are not better than me. So it's for you to get the right skill, build yourself into the system, and you will get there. So you need to, your mind only articulates what your heart can carry.
As a man thinketh in his heart,
so he is.
So he is. That's what the word of God tells us.
If you believe that you cannot succeed in this environment and you keep referring yourself to what you were doing back home, chances are that you're not going to go too far. So just to confirm what Brad Ben said, you can make it in this environment, but it takes time, it takes patience, it takes the right information, it takes you surrounding yourself with the right people, and with time, you just see yourself breaking evens in this. I don't want to start with that, and just to say I relate to what Brad Ben is saying.
All right. Thank you so much, Brother Ines. Always a pleasure to talk to you. Digbo, I told you to put your camera on. You didn't. And you want to contribute. I'm going to make an exemption for the last time. Next time you come, when people have cameras on, please just, when you are in Rome, you behave like Rome, and put your camera on so we can see who we are talking to. So today is the last time I'll make that exception for you. Unmute yourself and let's hear your contribution, Digbo. Hi, can you hear me? Digbo, are you there? Probably not there. Okay. Braben, I'm going to come to you again because Digbo is not speaking. I want to talk about being domesticated, coming from Nigeria versus in the abroad. Okay? You know that in Nigeria, in most cases, men of a certain generation were not taught a lot of things when it comes to domestics. You know, a few men, not very many, but very, very few, were taught cooking, you know, cleaning, taking care of children or whatever, you know. But a lot, that is an aspect of what causes problem in marriages in the abroad, whether we like it or not. Because I've heard women say to me that, how can I go to work? I will do 10-hour shift. I will come back. My husband is doing so and so job. His hours are less. His job is not as stressful as mine. And when I come home, the house is in a mess. Actually, a woman gave us one example. That one break my heart. I no go lie. Oh, but I no go lie to you. That one break my heart. The woman tell us say, in Pikin, he wear pampers wey e be say e don soil. You know say the man not change am. He tell am make e come from work, come change the pampers. Say he no want. Na him go take train from her place of work. This one not be America, dey. I think they are in somewhere in Europe. She go take train come. Now the woman come tell us the story for here. He go take train come from work, come change the pikin, and the papa dey house. So whether you like it or not, being domesticated and being involved in childcare, child raising is a massive aspect of it. Why marriage is a break? Because some women they feel say, you know they throw your weights when it comes to money. You know they do anything to help for house. Even children gone. You know they do anything to you will do as if they're not. So what do I need you for? A lot of women they feel say they be single parents already, even though they are married. So maybe when they don't tire, they don't feel say, you know what? Now waste of space. Make we just call this thing. Make we just call am off. They'll come say they want end the marriage. Now that time, now in the uncle go call the shut up and down. All these obodo women. Now so they do. Now so they do. If you see story, you go run. I want you to talk about that in your own experience. Again, I like the way you say they give example. They make the thing they enter well. Give us some example. How was that a challenge for you? If it was, how did you navigate it?
Okay. Thank you again, Auntie B. Thank you very, very much. Talking about domestication and in a nutshell, what men do at home just to help the family, the wife, and everything. In my own personal experience, like I said, I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm an Ondo man from Ibubini, that's Riverine area. And we always believe the man is the head of the family. The man is not supposed to do anything
Anything.
around the house.
Yeah.
Now, don't judge me. Don't judge all Ondo men out there. Things don't change, okay? But I'm
Of
just
course.
telling you where I came from. So
Of
that's
course.
like the background that I came from. Women handle everything in the house, and you are the men of the house. But then, when I started living with my wife in America, I thank God for His grace, and I thank God that at least God was kind of able to teach me, and I was able to learn from all these older couples that I met here. Some of them have been married for 30 years, 25 years, 20 years. Because I won't lie to you, Auntie B, abroad is not easy for men. It's not easy for married men. Even sometimes on my Facebook page, I joke about it. I would say, look, if you really want to enjoy America, don't be a responsible man. The moment you sign up to be a responsible man, you will be frustrated. Everything will look kind of tough on you. Why am I saying this? You see, initially, I'm married to a woman who like clean house. Oh, it's a big deal for her. Her house has to be clean. In fact, her kitchen, she can literally choke me if I mess up the kitchen. That's the kind of person she is. But then we have 3 kids, and as the kids are growing, my sister, Auntie B, your sister don't begin to calm down now. You don't see say she go kill herself if she have to keep up. So
Yeah. It's
in
not
my
easy when kids
case,
are young. Yeah.
I'm having woke up to the reality of how America is affecting marriages and a lot of pressure that women, both men and women, are going through. I made the conscious decision to help my wife. And I don't see it as helping my wife, but rather trying to make life easy for both of us, because
Mm-hmm.
I am working, she's working.
Mm-hmm.
And here, I don't know, those who live in America or London, you guys can testify to this. When
Mm-hmm.
we say work,
Mm-hmm.
work is work here. You go to the work, you come back,
Oh
you know
no
you
go
did
no no.
something.
Oh
You
no
know?
go no no. Mm-hmm.
So I think it was in my third year in America that I woke up to the reality. After I came back one day, my wife came back from work. She just managed to freshen up, and while she was seated in the living room watching her Nigerian movie as usual, in less than 5 minutes, this woman don't sleep go.
Yeah, she don't
You can
tire.
see the exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this particular day, I know her routine. I don't deal with her. I said, 20 years, you know, easy. I know her routine. This is a woman that the moment she comes back home like this, the first thing now to begin clear, sweep, do this, do that. But she came back that day, she went to the bathroom, freshen up, come out, sit down, say, babe, let me just drink something. Even the orange juice she was taking, she don't even take more. She just passed out on the couch.
Hmm.
And I was on my computer. We were still living in an apartment then, looking at her. Then I started calling her, T baby. She don't pass out.
Hmm.
I then went there. She not even sleep well, except raise her feet, set her up in the couch, get her a pillow, everything. Then when I look up, my son came out and like, Daddy, I want to make cereal. I look up, the
Where is
whole
food?
sink, the whole
Where is
sink,
food?
the whole sink was filled up. So I went there and I did the dishes myself. I
Mm-hmm.
used to wash small plate before, but not at that length. So that day,
Mm-hmm.
I did the dishes. I washed everything, cleaned the kitchen the way she liked it to be clean. Everything I did. Then I left her sleep. Later around 10, I went to bed. And when she came and joined me in bed, she saw that everywhere had been clean. She said, thank you, babe. Thank you. I don't even know I passed out. So the next day again, before I wake up, she don't go. I now think that, wait, definitely, it be like say this woman don't they die, they go small. Where I no notice. So that changed my orientation that very
Hmm.
day. So
Hmm.
anytime I come home, I see plate, I wash.
Hmm.
Then when I invited my auntie over, my elder sister, to come and help us when we have with our kids and everything. Before my auntie left Nigeria, I sat her down several times, called and explained to her how we live in America.
Hmm.
Things that she will see
Mm-hmm.
and not take it the other way around.
Uh-huh.
I personally told my auntie that, Auntie me, Debati Debbie, say, when you come here and you see me washing plates,
Mm-hmm.
my wife is not the one that asked me to wash plates too.
Mm-hmm.
When you come here and you see say they clean bathroom, it's not my wife that say I should clean bathroom. When
Mm-hmm.
you come here and you see that I went to the store to do grocery,
Mm-hmm.
and if you are with me, you see my wife calling me when I'm in the store and telling me, babe, I need oil. I need it, because my wife does that a lot. You know you be woman that to be. You know how they do it. Una go first send us small message. You will send us small message. When we get to the store, you will now call and start adding to the list.
I won't buy everything.
So I told my auntie, when you call and you see me doing all this, please don't take it, because I'm married to an Igbo girl. You know, I'm married
Hmm.
to an Igbo girl. She's not
Mm-hmm.
Yoruba.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I don't want my people to feel like, Omo
She
Igbo,
doesn't respect
Omo
you.
Igbo,
Mm-hmm.
oti ton oriben, you know. So I
Yes.
explained all these things to my auntie.
Hmm.
So, and above all, I told my auntie that the reason I'm doing this thing is not because my wife cannot do it, it's because we both have to work. And
Mm-hmm.
two, in America, children have health care. I have insurance at work. If your kids are sick, they will treat them. America handle them like say, America even papa children more than us when it comes to health care. But for me personally, I hate going to the hospital and sit there for 3-4 hours or even spend the night. So I told my auntie, if we don't do all this thing and these children are sick, we have to go to hospital and
Mm-hmm.
say that. And even if some things happen over here,
Mm-hmm.
maybe they trip on something in the house, or because I don't take care of it, I'm waiting for my wife, and they
Mm-hmm.
injure themselves. There is
Mm-hmm.
something called child services. If
Mm-hmm.
these children go to school and they inspect their body, they see cut, laceration
Mm-hmm.
or something,
Mm-hmm.
they are going to come to my house and ask me questions. Ask my wife, how did we do it? You know, so I explain all those things. So in a nutshell, it's not as if men don't
You
want to.
prepared her. You prepared your auntie. You see, this is what I'm saying about leadership. You see, women, we know they crazy. So I not to say women, every woman are angel, oh, but when a human being we be now, we get brain, we they think, we they reason. Nobody they go put honey for him mouth where go spit am out, because honey they sweet. And for a woman, I can tell you categorically that not all those small things now matter to us. For instance, that day where your wife come back from work, now just is a simple example, but it also demonstrates the way you are leading your family as the husband and the head of that family. Your wife come back from work, you see and say you don't tire. For when she dey drink orange, you don't pass out for chair because of exhaustion. You no shall say, you no make food, you no take care of the children, sink dirty, you no quarrel. If na some people, the way they go flip and they will begin quarrel. But you were so considerate. You thought about her well-being. You put am for chair where cover and give am pillow. You take care of the dish, you take care of the children. Which woman head go dey kolo where go say na kolo she be where you go get that kind man wey treat am like that when he no go give you your reverence as a man. See, at the time, men, submission is not something that you demand. Mm-mm. No, you don't demand it. Respect is not something you demand. You earn it. You have to earn it. You see those kind of actions, all those things where they do, when they think of you always considering her. That is what it means to be a servant leader. Because now you they show the woman say, I care about you. Your well-being is important to me. I don't want to make anything do you. We get 3 children together. This life, we are doing it together. And even if you don't ask, I can see that I need to step up here and there. And another thing, when you see the way you call your auntie when you won't come. As a Yoruba man, when you know say respect in Yoruba land is a big
Hey,
deal.
big deal, Neil.
Is a big deal. And if you're not, if you're married to a woman that is not a Yoruba person, right? Like you said, your wife is from Delta. She may not fully understand that Yoruba culture of reverencing your husband to that extent, because Yoruba girls are raised up in the same culture with the Yoruba man, and they're already trained by their mother. So it's different culturally in terms of respect. For instance, what we consider respect in Delta, what you consider respect in Yoruba land might not be respect to people who come from Delta State. You understand? Kamakinyo, Kamakunle, things like that. So there are diversities in terms of our cultural understanding and perspective. But you see, again, you keep demonstrating that leadership. You are showing example. And you are not only doing this to show your wife that, we're in this together. You're also showing your children. Some of our brothers, I know some they do them, but others they'll come tell them, as your son come say, I want Siri. You go fit say go meet your mama. Go with your mama.
Um, see, Auntie B,
Mm.
my wife is not an angel. Like I say,
Of course
kind
she's
of,
not.
she's
Won't be angel. Won't be
she's
angel.
she's an
Nobody
average
be
eyed
angel.
lady, and
Yeah.
she get her own craze too. And me
Yeah, of
myself,
course.
I know well. I be Agbero, okay? But,
Say no way.
but I think, oh no, yeah, honestly, I think it's just a matter of understanding. Most of the things that I do, not because I want to be this perfect husband. I can even say that I am doing it to have my own peace, not to even please because this abroad you can run mad at any time when you look at the pressures and everything. And for me, I don't want to go out there and deal with all this craziness out there. Then I come back home and start another war.
Yeah.
Like I said, we have our issues, and God help us through. The first 5 years was really hell. And I just wanted to ship this in if it can help some people watching now. You see, when your wife or your husband come from Nigeria to join you abroad, you guys are going to have trust issues. A huge trust issues. In my home, I have that trust issue with my wife too. And she's right to distrust me, because when I came abroad here, abroad is lonely, very lonely place. This is the place where I see see buildings all over the place, and still there's nobody to talk.
You don't see anybody.
So in Nigeria we are social. We go out, we flex, we mix with our friend, everything. When I got here, nobody to mix or flex with. What I resolved to was chatting with friends back home, and among these friends, there are ladies among them too.
Right.
Hey, I remember one day I was at work. I was using an iPhone, and I also have an iPad that were linked together. So I was at work, and I was working night shift. So I was chatting with a lady. The lady is in Nigeria. Not knowing that,
your wife,
not knowing that
my
iPhone and my iPad, they are synced on cloud. So everything I was doing on Facebook Messenger at night, my wife sat up at the bed and she was seeing the communication between me and the lady back home. The saving grace was that I'm not going to, thank God, I've not been this kind of.
You were not inappropriate.
Send me nudes, I don't do all those crap. So we were just talking. I was expressing how I'm feeling. I remember, like I told you, that was a moment in my life that I felt confused. I don't understand why I was in America. So my wife sat at home. My wife saw all the message. She's an introvert. A lot of people, those who know my wife, know her very well. She play, but she doesn't talk much outside. And to her credit, which I think if some women can also learn that, even when she is mad, she won't tell anybody what is killing her softly. May God help that woman. Now only me, she go hold my throat, say, you when you they cause my anger. Now me and you. But the moment anybody comes around, she will pretend the whole thing is okay. She do a lot of facial communication. If I want to take opportunity, say people there around, say make I they play, she go give me eye, say, guy, don't even try it.
It never finished. This matter never finished. So, I just hold my peace because people there.
So she saw all this message, and this happened like within my first 3 months in US.
Right.
So I came back home. I didn't know she saw it. She didn't even hint me or anything. I went back to work the next day again. As it don't reach around 1 a.m. at night in US, it's like 7 a.m. in Nigeria. I don't begin the chat again. And it's sweet when you chat to women for Nigeria. It's sweet well.
I do like your honesty. You say it's sweet when you are chatting women.
I'm telling you. So, unknown to me, I was tying myself up. Until, in the process of typing, the lady now say, I love you. Me too. Mumumi, me say, go reply, I love you too. You know, reach. It's not up to 30 seconds. My phone rang. I pick it up. I listen. My wife was crying. Yeah? What happened? I tried to deny everything. God forgive me. I tried to deny everything. I even deleted everything from my phone.
You know they say you don't cast.
She screenshot everything. Now, the bottom line of what I'm saying is this. You see that first year that you come to America, especially for those whose spouses who are into long distance relationship, your partner is in Nigeria, you are in abroad. You see that first year that you come, if you don't really manage how you interact with people back home, it can ruin the whole thing for you. So
were you dating the person, like, that woman in Nigeria before? Did you have something with her, or it was just a friend?
She is a friend, but you know that kind of friend where you won't chop, but you they think, if I chop this thing, if you hold me, this is going to hook my bone. That was that kind of friend. Okay. So I didn't look, I didn't make I chop, I didn't make I no chop. It was on that kind of level.
Right.
So, coming back to what I'm saying, those how you deal with people back in Nigeria when you travel, this goes to
It's
both men and
important.
women,
It's very
determines
important.
what will happen to your relationship.
It's
Because
true.
this simple problem that I narrated right now,
Mm-hmm.
it took me almost 3 years
To
to
resolve it.
repair that trust damage that I've caused.
Right.
It took me 3 good years to build that trust back, to let her understand that I am bored. Don't you see, I'm just chatting with this for where Madam will always show me. When she say I love you, don't you tell her that you love her.
She has the evidence.
And then she did one thing that particular day. After she cried, she talked to me everything. Before I got home, she called the lady in Nigeria. And that's what actually broke my heart. She called the lady in Nigeria and she said, I saw every chat between you and
my husband. Yeah.
I don't know what both of you are doing in Nigeria before, but now he's with me.
Right.
Please, I don't want to call you again on this matter. And the lady apologized. And by the time I got home, I don't receive message. The lady said, Mr. Ben, the way I listen to your wife, please, I think we may not talk again. Even me, I was disorganized. I just entered America. Men they not even go deport me. I don't know how to do the work.
Your leg never even stand.
Yes, and I've been caught red-handed. So it took me 3 years to regain my wife's trust. I know she loved me, no doubt. But that singular act also led to her suspecting that maybe I have another woman in Nigeria that I just wanted to come to America by the time I came in with permanent residence. So maybe by the time I fully settled down, I was going to divorce her and then go to Nigeria because she doesn't express herself, but I can tell that this thing really affected her.
Affected her.
Since then, I changed whatever. Right now, as I'm speaking with you, I run a Facebook group. I tell everybody on Facebook every time, don't even bother send me text or chat. All my password, my children, my wife has it. My computer system, everything is all open. Whatever you send to me, they can see it.
Accountability. That's accountability.
I don't wear ring because I was losing the ring, I've lost like 4 rings already. My wife have accepted that my own they lost. And she knew most time when I lost my ring is when I want to shower. I do videography. So sometimes when I'm in hotel, I want to shower, I pull the ring. By the time
or if you go to work even. And you're using gloves.
So she doesn't have a problem with that. So I use my mount as my own wedding ring. I meet anybody now, I tell you, I'm Mario. I'm married with 3 kids. Do you see my bald head? You see my portrait?
You carry the flag of marriage. I'm married. I'm married.
So
oh my God. Please, if you're enjoying this conversation, this is what it means. Because I know some people will come now and want to judge. Don't judge, please. Because you are married doesn't mean that you are not attracted to other people. Okay, I don't know if because people we like to deceive ourselves. I'm married now, it's only my husband I can see. No, Riro, it's not true. Let me give you an example. I went shopping. When was it that I went shopping? I think it was on Saturday. On Saturday, I went shopping. Somebody was chatting me. A man was chatting me. In my head, I was like, men see they ask me out for this my age. As I don't, so I see they get toaster. When young people feel everywhere. When they find boyfriend and husband, why not they look all this old mama? I was laughing. It was so funny to me. You know, I was looking for somewhere to park. I said, yes. He said, come on, back here. Come on, back here. I said, thank you. The Nigerian man. It was so funny. I was flattered, but I told him, I said, you know what? I'm married. Thank you very much. So that is the point. The point I'm trying to make is that you get attracted. You can still like people or be attracted to people even though you are married. But it is what you do with that attraction. Even Pastor K is always talking about it. You see that the part of accountability that you brought to this conversation is the fact that you knew what you were doing was not right. And you knew that it hurt your wife. But you took your time, to apologize, to make up, and to rebuild the confidence that she had lost because of that singular act of chatting with somebody out of boredom. Not necessarily that you are having a relationship or you were cheating, but the fact that you said, I love you, and women, those things, they take them seriously. So that is accountability. Wow. Guys, give us a thumbs up if you are enjoying this. This is solid, man. It is solid. I see Brian wants to say something before I have some women in the studio. Gists, I can see you. Yeah. But Ines, what do you have to say? We've done almost 2 hours.
Yeah,
Goodness.
I was just listening to Bro Ben, and I'm going to start on the last note. The last note is struck, which talks about what I will call a stress test in marriage. I'll call it stress test. Every good marriage will go through that stress test, which goes back to what I usually say about the foundation of your marriage. I tend to differ at times when people say that marriages in obodooyinbo don't last or they crash. The truth is, good marriages will wither any storm. I would liken marriage to an aircraft. The aircraft is built not to fall, not to drop from the sky under weather conditions. The technology behind the aircraft, they've done a lot of simulations and stress tests. So when the aircraft is going through turbulence, the aircraft will not drop. The aircraft may lose altitude. It may drop from 35,000 feet above sea level to 25 to 28. At every level, it's looking for the right level to take bearing that is less problematic for that aircraft. In fact, science are proving that 99% of aircraft accidents are due to human error, not because of machine failure. So also is marriage. A good marriage will stand the test of time, whether in Nigeria or outside Nigeria. But the question is, most marriages you see that people think, in quotes, they were doing well in Nigeria, but when they got abroad, the woman, something happened. The woman suddenly changed according to what people perceived, or the woman suddenly got influenced by the society where she is. What I tell such people, and stand to be corrected, is that those marriages were already sick back home.
Absolutely.
But there was no stress test on that marriage. So when the marriage came abroad, possibly what was surviving that marriage back home will have been family influence. What was surviving that marriage back home will have been the relatives around, the church, community, so many social structures that may have been suppressing those issues that didn't raise their head back home. And when they move to a new society, then you see those things start popping up. So ab initio, that marriage was already sick back home. So what crashed that marriage was not because they changed the environment they were in. So the fundamentals were already wrong from the very beginning. And which is what Brother Ben was saying. I mean, he spoke about men being domesticated, men supporting their wives. I mean, for me, I've always been domesticated, even back in Nigeria. So when very early in my marriage, even before we were able to afford washing machine, I remember coming from work, I still helped my wife to wash my kids because she also had a career, so I needed to support her because, like Brother Ben said, If she's over labored, it's going to come back haunting me. She can't give her best to me. She could also fall ill. That becomes some financial issues for the family. So as a couple, you must know that both of you are one, and every support you give to your wife, you are giving to yourself. You know, I remember very early in our marriage, my mom came one day to come and see us, and she saw me washing plates in the kitchen. And she's a traditional woman, and she found it very, very, very unusual.
Very odd.
In fact, she showed me out of the kitchen and said, "This place is not for you. I'm going to wash the plate." And I just smiled and said, "Mom, after you leave, I'm going to still do this. This is how we, you know, this is how we roll in this home." So the bottom line is, once you are true to yourselves, and the marriage, you are both true to yourself. Even if you come into an environment in the Western world, there could be cultural shock, just like the aircraft. You will still find your bearing. The marriage will not crash. Just
absolutely.
You change environment. So a good marriage, in summary, like I said, will survive in Nigeria, will also survive abroad. If the rudiments, if the foundation is right, and you are true to yourselves, and you are real to yourselves, and you support yourselves, you will weather the storm even when you are abroad, and the marriage will stand.
Amen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, we are gradually coming to an end now. Dikbo, can you hear me now? You never put your camera on. We don't know what you look like. All we can see is your collar beard. It's your collar beard that we can see. Don't stress me today because I'm enjoying myself today. I'm learning from great men here. Now I've added you are not talking again. Okay. Let me go to Prudie Charles.
Auntie B. What's going on, man? My favorite YouTube auntie.
Welcome.
Don't worry. I'll play nice today. I'll play nice.
Can you see a Yoruba man like you? How sweet he is. Can't you see your Yoruba brother? How good he's a good husband. It's you that always giving us headache here. But Mr. Lawyer.
Mr. Ben. Yeah, kudos to you, man. Kudos to you. I agree with some of the things you said. There's nothing wrong with that, you know. Definitely, I think, you know, the problems in this country is you know, people who come from Niger, you know, especially the men, they come with the mindset. They come with the mindset of Nigeria. And, you know, the mindset of Nigeria dictates the man provides, right? So when you come here in a situation where the man and the woman works, you know, don't expect, you know, to get the kind of treatment you got in Nigeria, because she's working just as hard as you are. So, you know, I think that culture shock definitely impacts the marriage. So, you know, it's very simple. If you want your woman to do how she did in Nigeria, you got to be willing to provide. You know, you got to be willing to provide. So, but if you're 50-50 in it, don't expect, just from a realistic point of view, don't expect to get the, you know, the Niger treatments. But yeah.
Okay. Is that all you have to say? For me, headache, Lenny. You're not giving me headache today.
I don't think I give headache. I just give a different perspective. I think is.
You say you agree with some of the things that Ben said. What did you not agree with?
I said I agree with a lot of things you said. I mean, I was catching it in and out because I was in and out of meetings. So
yeah, okay, because I added it before. Let me ask you why. Okay, when are you going to show us your face, Dikbo? We want to see your face.
Why do you want to see my face? You know,
you've given all of us headache on this platform, so we must see your face.
You said what?
We want to see your face. Next time you come, please put your camera on.
You know, I say some things that in this country would be seen as controversial, right? And in the line of work that I do, it's not very favorable for me to show my face. Like, for example, when I say, okay, I'm against trans people, right? Or trans, me saying that and someone sees that, I get penalized for that.
No, so, we don't. That's not what we're discussing. We're discussing marriage. We're not talking about trans. So
no, I'm just saying in general.
Like, why should you be saying things that you know is not allowed in the country that you live in? Is that
Well,
wisdom?
it's not that it's not allowed. It's because, well, the thing is, society has changed to the point where I think, to being a man, to being masculine is being frowned upon, and
Mm-hmm.
and now it's
Masculine.
like men are getting domesticated, and I'm not a
Mm-hmm.
domesticated man. I'm still a masculine man, but
Uh-huh.
it's
We
still
come
frowned
again.
upon in
These are
society.
the rhetorics: domesticated, masculine, this, that. This is where you lose me when you start talking about masculine, masculine. So I'm not even going. Let's not go into what you mean by masculinity, because I was reflecting on it. I saw a video that George Lynn told her. How many of you know George Lynn? I love that lady. She's an American that was a judge. She's a judge that was, apparently she lost her husband recently. My heart goes out to her. Amazing woman, beautiful, very assertive. She said something. I saw a very short video she did, and she was talking about, you know, masculinity, how people say, oh, you are not feminine. She said, you know what? I've never considered myself a feminine woman. And then she talked about some of her attributes. She was like, I talk loud, I'm very assertive, and this is how I am as a person, but I am a damn good woman. So it's just an energy, whether it's masculinity or femininity. People just like to, why you just like to confuse people with all these, talking points, masculinity. Some men are feminine. It doesn't mean that they are not men. It's
Yeah,
just
I
an
think
energy.
feminine men are, you
Yeah,
know,
it doesn't mean they are not men. It
I,
doesn't change their orientation as heterosexual men who are men. So it's just an energy that we carry. But you know what? Let's not get into it because this gist is too sweet tonight. Anyway, thank you, Dickbo, for being, you know,
yeah, I
for being
told you I'll
nice.
play nice now. Not
And
every
thank you
time
for
I'm
being
gonna.
nice. Thank you. Stop saying things that will make them to take your picture. You're afraid of putting your camera on because you say some things that will get you in trouble in America. Stop saying those things. When you are in Rome, you behave like a Roman. Try to be politically correct, especially when it comes to this issue of LGBT. It's none of your business. What people do in their closet, none of your business. Stop saying things that will land you in trouble. All right, let's get on. Who is next? We have Prudy. Prudy Charles, please unmute yourself. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma. Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Hello. Welcome.
My name is Prudence, and I'm joining from the Netherlands.
The
Good
Netherlands.
evening, sir. Brother Charles. Brother Ben. Sorry. Good evening, sir.
Oh, good evening, my
I didn't
sister.
follow the program from beginning, but I joined when Brother Ben was talking about helping
Mhm,
his wife at home. So
mhm.
I want to contribute in that part. This is my first time calling into
Thank
your show,
you.
so I'm a little bit nervous.
Oh, don't worry. Don't worry. We don't bite. You're
Okay.
welcome. Just take your time,
Thank
breathe,
you,
okay?
ma'am.
Just know that you're amongst
Okay.
friends, okay?
Okay, thank you, ma.
All
Yeah,
right.
I wanted to contribute concerning that part that what he's saying is true. Uh, I'm married to a Ghanaian, but I'm from Nigeria. We have been married for 4 years now.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
And I see the way my husband helped with everything. He helped me with cleaning, cooking, doing shopping, and a lot of things. So one day I sat him down and I asked him, because where I grew up in Nigeria, my family, they don't allow the male children to do anything, only with the female. They don't
mm-hmm,
do any domestic chores at home. They say, no, we the women, we belong to the kitchen. So I grew up seeing my cousins and brothers, they don't even know how to cook. They cannot help. So when me and my husband we got married, we are living together. So he was doing all those things. So I was so amazed. Then I asked him, why are you doing this? How did you learn to do this? He said, this is what I saw my father doing for my mother. My mother never do anything at home. My father is the only one doing everything. I was like, really? So he told me I thought this is how marriage is. So, and I said to him that, then I have to also teach my boys so that when they get married too, they will also do the same to their wives. So I think the upbringing also contributes why some men don't help their wife at home. They see it as
mm-hmm.
if it's a
It's beneath
taboo.
them.
Yeah,
Yes, it's beneath
yeah,
them. Mm.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
that is
think that
why.
goes to what Brother Ben was saying. Like, if you come to the diaspora, You have to forget all these gender roles in Nigeria. It doesn't work here. It's part of the
Yeah.
problem. So, like your
Yeah.
Ghanaian husband now, who is very helpful, and you are doing things together. It's about, that's why I keep telling people. I know Brian S doesn't like us using that word because he doesn't believe that marriage is partnership, because it's talking from a Christian perspective is a covenant. But if you want to talk broadly outside, Christianity, is a partnership. What is a partner?
Mm.
A partner is somebody that you see that, okay, if you need this, I'm there. We help one another. We do things together. We collaborate. We
Yeah.
negotiate. We are together. We are doing this together. So that's where it comes in. So you're enjoying your marriage with your Ghanaian husband. He's treating you well, right?
Yes, ma. Yes,
Oh,
yes. I always pray for him, and I always thank God for bringing him into my life. Yeah.
oh, that's wonderful. Do you have
Yeah.
kids yet?
Yeah. No, not yet.
Oh, okay. God will do it. Don't
Yeah.
worry. God will
Mm,
do it. Tell
mm.
him to continue
Amen.
to be a good man when the
Yes,
kids come.
ma.
Okay. All right, my dear.
Okay, ma.
Thanks
Thank
for
you,
calling.
ma. Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Call us again. All right. Bye, sweetie. Bye
Yes, ma.
bye.
Okay, bye.
Okay. That is G Prudy from the Netherlands, married to a Ghanaian brother there, giving a good testimony about her Ghanaian husband. Gist na food. You put your camera on minutes ago, you put it off again. Are you shy? Put it on, let's hear you. Gist. Gist na food. You like gist too much. We are with you now. We don't finally see your beautiful face. So this has to be like Lupita. You remind me of
Hello,
Lupita.
hello, good evening.
Welcome, darling. Where are you joining us from?
From France. Mr.
France.
Beno, good evening.
Ah, what's that? Bonjour, bonjour. Welcome. What do you have
Mr.
to say?
Ben, Mr. Ben, honestly, I really appreciate you coming out to speak about your marriage because people like you, like this, say, you go there as a good example to teach our men, especially since our men always say they carry this. I'm a man for it. I'm a traditional man for body. They feel so. This is your story. So I believe that pray this thing enlighten them because many of them their head don't be like coconut when they say water not fit enter inside again as they
Like
be
Ekene, Ekene.
as they be for Nigeria, na the same way they do. They want me to see their marriage still be for Western world.
Mhm,
And for me, the big reasons, they just say miserable people love company. People will say get bigger platform once it comes to all this kind of marriages issue, like all this Western world, why we see their marriage don't they last. The people will say they're miserable with their own life, especially people who say that they lack to take accountability of their action. Now all those people they quick to run to those kind of platforms to tell us, hey, no good, no people this, no people that, because many of them, if their wife or the person who say they for the relationship with them or married with them, open mouth take tell their kind of characters who they say they exhibit for their own, then you go take understand the way we say the reason why they say they bitter. We say when they use it, say yeah, all those kind of marriages issue, they don't run, come carry churches down for the gist, they say they put mouth for what we say they for the platform we see they go. For me, personally, what I see for most of all these marriages we see dey for Western world, why I be say many of them not dey last, most of the time finance we know. The
mhm,
other thing again be say power struggle
mhm,
between the man and the woman.
mhm.
Because if you look our Africa, our Nigeria system, 99% of the women na who know say don train we say both home as in cleaning, cooking, wetin dey call am one wetin dey for inside Bible wey dey talk say only one like cook, only one like this, only one like
A
that.
virtuous woman. Mhm,
Na those kind of women wey be say most of us be back home.
mhm,
The kind of when they those kind of when they glorify say I don follow my husband suffer, suffer, suffer.
mhm,
Na
mhm,
most of those kind of women so and if they think for this Western world too, women dey quick dey integrate into the system like the ones to take go school, to
mhm,
take look for work, to take but the thing be say when this Western world don dey, they don see wetin be say e come with the Western system. They dey
mhm,
quick dey adapt, but most of the time, the men no dey quick dey adapt.
mhm.
You go see woman wey be say no go school for Nigeria. If e come here, anything wey be say e know say e go fit do, if na work or school, go don people body. But some men dey see that wife go dey encourage them, say go school, go school. So go school no be issue, we know, but they no dey motivated to take do better thing for their life. Men wey be say don dey used to dey carry the stick, dey treat, dey see wife wey be say dey go work in the morning, come back out in the evening. That same man, e don dey for inside im blood say e as e don dey for inside a system to say e dey normal. Especially when we see that kind of man, e come from home wey be say na mama na be everything. Na your papa na be everything. So many of times, those women dey overwhelmed with the house chores, the work. Because I'm the man, I'm the man, I'm the mother. The man of the house, so you let me they carry everything for it. And you don't really do research. Say most women only say most of them they carry the home. They don't kind of women they go through abuse fast because most of the time they make they insecure. And the way of people they exercise their masculinity. I thought they maltreat, so they maltreat the woman to maybe say the woman take no in place.
Now so
Why some no be say I come say all men wey dey for Western world don dey go work o. Some fit dey wey be say maybe they really love to take do that masculinity, say make their wife not do anything, make say their wife dey for house. But the system, they do the system wey be say, especially we wey be say we no get papa for here, we no get mama for here. We come, we use wickedness take come Western world. Na small small. If na country wey be say they begin dey speak language, you come begin dey learn language. You come begin dey seek for asylum, depending on the way we say you take get your footing for here. Many a times, for the situation wey we say dey on ground, some men, in fact, you don't see they don't even say, I don't want my children to talk. If I give anything to I go love to talk anyway. But the thing we say, which many a times, as the we say they fit drop, may they integrate into the system. May they integrate into the system. May they at least say support their wife. These marriages of the things so. You know, but they get issue the way they get issue like this because what to think of it, oh, if you the same when we see all this our Nigeria pastors they preach now about marriage. And women, how the woman go say they submissive, how the woman go say they pray for your husband when we say if you get side chick, how the woman go say this now everything don't talk for the woman head. But many of them, very few of them when they talk about what this is the most supposed to do for the home.
yes,
So people take
I know
the
talk.
home,
Because people like Pastor Shola, people sound like Pastor Shola where they talk. They go see the yaban say he decide women, he do decide women when they teach them. If person they teach you something, what I they always tell people, make you look at their fruits, look at the fruits of the person where they teach you. Okay? You know if you teach me what you know get. You know if you teach me say, okay, come, make I teach you this thing when you self don't fail for that area. I go they look you with one corner, I say, you too sabi am before. Now you self no succeed, you know. So now so it just be. It's unfortunate, but you know what? Attitudes they change. I'm very, very optimistic. People they change, they learn. And believe you me, Mango Park, they watch this channel well, low. They feel not agree, but they watch. Why I don't come Instagram today, yab me up and down. I dey look am. He never even marry, say he be medical student. He say now why they know they marry for yesterday, they go Nigeria, go marry. Say men know they green marry because of how all these abroad women be. But you see the funny thing, now the imported wife, now they even we get playlist of imported wives where they go marry come. Now that time you call the shout, say, he drive me come over house, I bring and come for Nigeria. He don't drive me come out, he don't collect my house, he don't collect my 401k, he don't collect my children, no let me see my children. So the issues are not limited to whether I marry for Nigeria, you go bring and come for Nigeria, when I marry for here. It is just about how they treat one another. It's simple. It's simple.
The other thing we have to take notice again, we say about the finance. Some situations they will say as the man they work, the woman they work, the two of them. So the woman, another one to take notice is say many women when they plan about the future, about the children, and about our life with the husband. And if you look most of the times, for me, most of the times, the women they only get solid plan about future, but the man and now. Now. Many don't see several stories for social media when they say wife go tell the husband say I maybe see they contribute money to go buy a house, for me they put the house for mortgage. So men do that get up at the back of the night to say, okay, you want make you be saying buy house for this place and this. So you say you buy me, you collect my house for me. You So you go collect the house.
Mm.
So
Mm.
we say financial infidelity.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get money, but they're not gonna put the money for. Some people they won't say their wife, but they say, okay, more do this, or something like control. Now they say
Mm-hmm.
their wife, they control, they say them, they meet the man of the house. But if you give them, may I say you leave, most of the time, they don't, they get.
Now so, now so. Meanwhile, your beauty they blind us for here. Oh. Chai, chai, chai. Just na food. Anytime you call us again, you must put your camera. See as you fine. Eh?
Thank
This
you.
one, I Rio, yo, yo. Well, what did they call and so? Do ocean. And your pigeon, the thing be sweet. Well, when I Delta you come from, be like say na wafi, na wafi pigeon be this so.
Okay.
Na Benin you come from, or wafi.
And the last one I go talk anyway. Say they'll say marriage, marriage, marriage.
Mm,
African society, they teach woman maybe say woman be.
mm-hmm,
Before woman will talk say you want come up for the marriage,
mm-hmm.
say the woman don't it don't tire am.
Na so.
He don't maybe don't go do prayer. He don't maybe say don't complain give family members, even the
You don't
family
go
members so maybe
pastor,
you
you
do dey
don't
complain for
waka.
he don't tire,
Nigerian women know they won't come up for marriage. I dey tell them all the time. You see
no.
as they put marriage for our brain.
Ah,
Hmm.
man.
We know they
Many
won't
many
come up.
men dey even though they're not very happy with the marriage, they rather prefer to take they rather prefer make this dem make the woman dey miserable for inside the marriage.
Mm-hmm.
Some men some marriages dey now for this western world, they won't be say their husband dey married to their phone.
Mm-hmm.
They don dey communicate with their wife.
Mm-hmm.
Communication na wahala. Issue abeg the rate at which
Thank
this
you.
marriage is dey you say you
Hmm.
dey fear people to who take enter because
And so,
which good example you go see make we take talk. Most of us the only wey who come from sef na struggles na be say our mother struggle for inside. Na
mm,
even because say the thing dey don go big sef talk say okay mommy take maybe say you use take relax. E go better, e go better, e go better, e go better, e go better. The women because say e go better, the woman go come dey fast to become masculine.
mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why the men they rather prefer to make the thing for inside make they make they go dey play gamble, make they go dey do one or two things. So
Now, so
if
they go
they
dey
don't
talk.
get
Because of time, Jare, my darling. This
I
na food.
understand.
You do well, Jare. Thank you very much for your contribution. Yeah, they're going to talk masculine. People like Dick, but you're going to hear them masculine, masculine women. Who make the women masculine? Who make them? Not be life, not be situation. You see any woman when no like me, they take care of her. You tell her, make sit down, say you just they take care of her. You know, go sit down. If you somebody this masculine or something, cause her. Just na food. Thank you very much, Jare. Take care of yourself, oh. God bless you, my darling. You speak well. We won't round up now because we don't do 2 hours plus. Make we let brother Ben and brother Enes go. Especially brother Ben. Somebody asked you a question now in summary. He say make you address. He says share with us how you handle finances as a couple. Money matters are the real issues in abroad marriages. Maureen is asking that question. I beg.
All right, Auntie B, thank you. Sister Maureen, thank you very much for that question. When it comes to finances, everybody know how they go about that in their home. So everybody have a style they use in doing that. In my own case, and based on what I've found out here in America from talking to people, I've spoken with over 60 people on this issue and they were divorcee. In fact, I
Mhm,
was shocked to find out that the top reason abroad marriage broke up is finance.
mhm,
Not even cheating. Cheating is way back on number 4.
mhm,
Finance is number 1 reason why people have issue in their marriage. And in my own marriage, I've had my own shares of financial issues, and my wife and I, we've had our own share of fighting as far as money is concerned. But what worked for us is that we kind of handled everything with transparency. Now, from the beginning of our marriage, my wife and I, we both agreed to mind our own finances. In other words, like we don't look into each other's finances, like, oh, how much do you make? How much do you spend? Where do you spend your money? We don't do that. We have a joint account. Sometimes the joint account works, sometimes it doesn't work. And obviously, you ladies know the reason why it doesn't work at times. Madam no go put your own money. Sometimes instead of to put the money there, Madam would rather carry the check or bring the cash to me at home. So, but we
Okay.
have joint account for a reason. And when it comes to bills, because bill is the biggest problem as far as abroad marriage is concerned, bill is where a lot of couples fight. So when it comes to bill, my wife understood that she's going to pay part of the bill. And that is not because I am asking her or forcing her to pay. You know, she's an understanding woman. Like I said, we are transparent. I no get time say I want to hide what I'm making or not. I think she knows what I make from work or not. That it's not as if she asked me. At a point, I'm the one who show her, say, see my pay stub. And this is America. She work in healthcare too. So like this year alone, we've had like 3 raises at work. So she know. But in my business, she don't even know what I make in my business. I have a company. She don't know how much is in my company. And on her own side, she do catering on the side. Every weekend, this woman, they cook. Sometimes, me and my children, we gang up against her that you will pay for water bill. You can't use all the water in this house and not pay. So, she also do her own thing on the side. So
You remind me of what my husband is always saying. That is me that consume most of the electricity in this house because of all this live streaming that I'm doing. I'm always doing live streaming. So he said I consume all the electricity, so I have to start paying it as any go.
So I'm just saying this is just unique to my own family anyway. So when it comes to our bills, initially, when I never know, the first 5 years, this thing almost won't kill me, Auntie B. When I was still doing that Mr. Macho, you almost won't kill me. Until when my wife and I, we have a big fight, serious one. My wife knows when I'm angry, I talk. I will talk, and that's it, it's gone. But when I'm so angry that I don't talk, we understood each other to that point. When she knew something is wrong and I am not talking, she knew that this one don't pass.
It's serious. It's
so
serious.
We had a very big fight that I completely shut down. I didn't talk. Most of our children don't know we are fighting. My eldest daughter used to ask me at times, she's 15 years old, like, Dad, your mom, you never fight. You guys always. I said, well, you don't understand. Just keep growing. You will soon get it. So we had the big fight, and then my wife don't talk to people when we fight. Nobody know where we have things going. But that time, I was so mad that she knew this is trouble. So she went to one of our older auntie here that she knows those that I help in high esteem. But that particular auntie, she singled her out and went to her. I don't know how she figured it out. It's like she just knew that there's no way that auntie will call me and I won't listen.
And you will not listen.
I talked to the auntie. Then I went to the auntie and I told the auntie everything, because sometimes in this America, you won't even know how your bill is growing. The more money you make, somehow things will start creeping in.
Yeah.
Then by the time you look back, the money don't rise, you know. You are now struggling again. So I went and I told the auntie that, see what happens, And the auntie advised me, they've been in America forever, over 30 years. Married, their children are all grown, doctors, pharmacists. So the auntie called me, she fed me, she talked to me, and then she said, Ben, this is America. You can't go on shouldering a lot of things. You have to table it. Let your wife see everything you guys are paying at home. Write it out. Anywhere you know she will see. If it is your bedroom, paste it there. So that when she wake up, she will see all the bills. So I came back and then we settled. She knows how to get me anyway. She prepared my food as I come. I don't smell the food. I first pretend. I know they eat, carry go. She love me, but when no got setting I eat, and then we settle.
You know,
So,
verse rich where food there. You know, take your belly play. You be
and my
proper
madam
Yoruba
know,
man.
no matter how we best reach, she will always cook at home. That's one of the things I love the most about her. She know I don't eat out, so it doesn't matter how we do our craze, there's always gonna be food at home. And I actually taught her, because when we were being raised, my mom used to cook like different pot of soup, and we must have stew. So from the day I explained to her, she always does that. So we get varieties. So I love her for that. In fact, if she won't punish me now, once she say no cooking for the next 4 days in this house, whatever they argue, I don't surrender with that. Play with my belly, my Auntie B. So I came back, I wrote everything that we are paying, and I pasted it, and I attached the bills. How much? For instance, utility in America is not stable. In my home right now, this month, I think since we entered summer, my electricity has been $180, $160, and before it used to be $120. So I add everything there. She saw it, and then the first response from her was that, babe, how come we have more than 30 items we are paying for? I said, oh, this is the one that concerns you and I, you are seeing. Oh, if I show you the one that is coming out of my personal pocket, you go feel. This one is the one that concerns me, you, and our children.
And the family, yeah.
Then she saw the amount. She already know. If a call came in, she know what I'm making. So she's like, oh, to her credit, she used to give me money every month. She will add money to the bill. It's not as if she's not paying or I'm doing math.
So, but now, because you are transparent, you took your auntie's advice. She's seen the full picture now. That even the bills, she is even more than what she thought that you were coming in.
Exactly.
So, to what advantage? I mean, is it not to your own advantage now? Now that she knows that you know the bills are even more.
Auntie B, it's to my advantage, Joe. This woman used to give me $700 every month to add to the bill. As I'm speaking with you right now, she's giving me close to 1,500, even more than. And look, it's good to learn from matured couples. Not all these social media. I'm expert. Both old people and
preach it.
That trick worked. When my wife saw it, my wife was the one that came up with solution. She's like, okay, babe, you do the heavy lifting, I'll do the soft lifting. Auntie B, make you know here, I was so happy because the soft lifting are the one that are really killing me. You know all those 120.
You always say, make she don't hear. You're so funny, Ben.
Make she don't go change her mind now.
Don't go change her mind.
For instance, to her credit, honestly, my wife don't ask me money that, baby, I want to go to we are cooking, bring money. She handles that. In fact, until I think last year, when she traveled to Nigeria and I was left with the kids for 3 weeks, that is when I know
how much she spent on food.
Auntie, that is when I know that women are spending fire.
You think food is cheap?
Some good women. I know there are some women that, all this thing I'm saying is not as if I'm praising women. No, some Agbako women, but when you see the good women, they are spending fire. Auntie B, when my wife went to Nigeria and I was with the kids for 3 weeks, all this stuff she bought in pantry, everything. You know all these American kids now, they will leave your egusi, your gari. Now all those nonsense chatting they are eating. My wife left in less than a week. These children don't empty.
They don't finish everything.
So I don't say, okay,
make you wait till they are older. If God can't bless you, you can't get boys. They go chop. They go chop.
Auntie B, I have 2 girls, 1 boy. We went to do grocery. In all my mind, to be honest, I thought my wife is just spending maybe $120 or something whenever she went for grocery. Auntie B, when we go do grocery, I learned that day. In fact, if you're on my Facebook page, you will see some of the video when I post them. I don't know what my wife used to buy, so I told my eldest daughter, you guys should go and pick all those things your mommy used to buy. Auntie B, by the time these children, in less than 20 minutes, one cat has done full.
The cat
they move to the next cat. I'm like, okay, we are not doing this next car. They're like, Daddy, we haven't bought milk. Auntie B, by the time they went through and buy everything, I spent $250.
Okay.
I was furious. Like, I text my wife, she was in Nigeria. I'm like, babe, I don't think you have to stay up to 3 weeks in Nigeria. You have to come back. She didn't know why I was texting her because I knew if she was around, I'm not going to be the one to spend that money.
You told her to change her ticket and come back, please. I can't do this anymore.
Auntie B.
Oh my God.
So those food came in less than before 1 week. They didn't know they go there.
They'll finish it.
I have to go back again. So
they will waste half of it. They can waste.
What that taught me now was that, oh, so this woman self get where this self they pepper her. You know? So after we did all those listing all our bills, I attached the money and she said, babe, do the heavy lifting. I will do the soft lifting. The heavy lifting means that I should pay the mortgage. Car note, I should take care of it. Then she is paying insurance, paying other things, and still paying some other utility. But at the end of the day, my wife voluntarily is spending close to $2,000 in a month. Without me, when I was fighting her on top of this 700, you know what? So managing finances is a different thing. Okay, everybody just have to come up with what works for them.
Transparency, Brother Ben. Nothing else works other than transparency. Let's say it as it is. It is transparency. If you are not transparent, I pinned something here on the screen because I want to read it before we end. But Ernest, please, I want you to comment on it. Thank you so much, Brother Ben. You know what? We can listen to you all day because you are giving practical examples about challenges that you faced in your marriage and how you navigated them. And one thing I kept hearing throughout when you talk to us, you're talking about mentoring. How all these sensible elderly people they give you because not be all people where they old still get all those kind of sense. So some elderly people you go meet them say they go tell you, say, I don't mind and I saw these women they do. Don't mind them. If you want to sit down on top of your head, no mind them. But you were listening to good counsel and see how things turn around. When it comes to finances, there's no two way about it. If you they hide money, you they hide money as a man. You know, open up, or as a woman, things not going to ever work. So I want to read this to you, Brother Ernest. Somebody wrote to Pastor Shola. I'm reading this from Dr. Shola's page. He said, is it right for my wife to ask for my pay stubs? I'm contributing to the rent and other bills. We don't lack anything, but she keeps asking how much I make. Dr. Shola, is this how my marriage should be? Where is my power? He said, where is my power as a man? Shengbo. Where is my power? Uncle is looking for power because the wife wants to see his pay slip. How much do you earn? No baton. Now they speak plenty English. My power.
I think the person who wrote this question, there's so many things unanswered on TV. If you look at that question, yes, the man is claiming that he's making contributions to the home, and the wife is still asking to see the pay stub. So that is suggestive, which means there are things she feels is still being uncovered. So which is back to what you and Brother Ben were saying. Transparency is very key. If you are open, because what men should know, I mean, I have gone through that phase. You know, like I said when I was speaking, I said every marriage you go through what you call a stress test. And if you can pass through that stress test, then your marriage gets better. So any marriage that has not gone through any stress test, you can't tell how strong that marriage will be. It is in your own interest to be so open and transparent to your spouse or to your partner.
I mean, you said something the other time, Brian. Sorry, because sometimes I wonder about it. If you can trust somebody with your life, what is money?
Yeah.
You are sleeping together on the same bed though, and you are not afraid they are going to buy you in the night.
Correct.
This person is cooking food for you every day. You are eating it, so you can trust the person that this food is clean. There's nothing wrong in it. You're not going to harm me.
Mm-hmm.
Then you are hiding money. It's about the way we see money as a people. I always say it, especially we Nigerians. Some of us, the way we see money, our attitude towards money is not healthy.
It's not. I think the person is living in denial. Can I use that word? And is living in the present. Because marriage is like a bank. If you don't deposit, you can't go and pull out. So the man is thinking in the present. You may think you are financially very buoyant today. You are stronger than your wife. You don't want to be transparent in terms of finance. But life is in phases, men are in sizes. What makes you feel that 5 years down the line, your wife will not be any more than you?
Mm-hmm.
So will you not demand that you want to see her pay stub when you
yes.
went to yours?
Yeah, that's the time that, according to Pastor Shola, one couple said they should do joint accounts now.
So be very open, because the truth is, like I said, it's a bank. Because I went through a phase, like Auntie B, the last 3-4 years, when we had those crises. Auntie B, the first 6 months when you came into Canada, we lived in a student apartment. When what I mean by a student apartment, just one room, and once you step out of the room, you just have the bathroom. The cooking was done right inside the room. My kids came on holidays, and 4 of us, my two children, these are teenage children, they slept with a mattress on the floor.
And from where you are coming from, where you had your own beautiful house that you own in a beautiful estate in Lekki, living your good life over there, to this now in Canada.
These are children that when we started having them, life was already good to us. So you can see these were children born into affluence. They've had their room for the last 15 years of their life. Things were going well. We had our home locked up in Lagos, and here we are in Canada. My children, 18, 21 years, they are sleeping with a mattress on the floor in a student apartment. With my wife, same room, on a student bed. We slept in this apartment for 6 months. The only reason your wife can go through this with you is that you have been true from the beginning. So in the days of tempest, when the turbulence comes, because turbulence will come, just like when the aircraft takes off, the pilot tells you all weather clear, you're going to have a nice ride, but there can be a sudden change on the way, and there is tempest, altitude changes, climate changes, and the aircraft goes into turbulence. The only thing that can stand the test of time in your marriage is the good times you had. Did you deposit? Were you true to your partner? So it is in your own interest as a man to be open to your wife, because life changes. Situations can shift. The only thing that is sure is not even today, maybe this hour, this second. The next day is not sure. So my reference to that text is to admonish that man, be open, show your pay stub. She's not going to take the money from you. Once you are open, it's in your own interest, and it helps you at the end of the day. So that will be my admonition to anybody listening on this platform today, that when you are open in your marriage, you are making deposits to your marriage, and in the days of trials, in the days of turbulence, you can easily draw.
You cash out. You go cash out.
You cash out.
You will cash out.
If
you don't deposit, you can't cash nothing.
Yeah, you cannot.
You won't cash nothing. They will bounce you. Mama sare kiri. Whether you go with me. Won't let me go. Let me. They drop me out. They drop me out. Brother NS is warning you now. Deposit. Lead by example. Be a servant lead. Nobody is dragging your headship with you. We are not dragging it. Yeah. So finally, Brother Ben, let me let you go. What are your final words of wisdom? I'm sure you're going to come here again. But for tonight, so I can allow you to rest because I know you have a busy schedule. What do you want to say to Obodo Farm as we end this? Especially to our diaspora and African who have this mindset that marriage is here, don't work because only Nigeria is where marriage works.
Okay, thank you, Auntie B. Thank you, Pastor Ernest. I really appreciate you. Basically, from my personal experience, what I would recommend that people do, especially in abroad marriages, if you want it to work, you want to enjoy your marriage, you have to build trust first. That trust is key. I have seen so many marriages destroyed because they were built on lies. I've had friends here. I have some friends who've married twice now. They bring wife, come from Nigeria twice, and they've been divorced twice. And the reason is some of these marriages are built on lies. So build trust, build your home. Your nucleus family should come first if you are in abroad. I'm not saying about Nigeria. You see, your wife, and your children, they must be number. In fact, every man should have this conversation with their wife. If the wife no one listening, enter off with her, sit her butt down, and have this conversation. Let your wife know that me, you, and our children are number one. Financially, emotionally, in everything, we are number one. Your family, my family, they are number two. They are not priority. So that is key, because that is another discussion on its own. It has its own
In-laws.
dramas.
Yeah. Yes,
Once you
in-laws.
don't put your family first, and it's always, oh, my mom, my dad this, my uncle this, your home goes scatter here. And this is America. Once your wife divorces you, now she go get almost everything. I joke with my wife all the time, say, you see this house we have, this beautiful house, I really don't think much about it though. That's why I'm enjoying it as much as I want. Because if your head goes back one day, you say, okay, you don't want me again. Now, box, I go take carry my load, come on. No, I'm being honest.
Ben, you are so funny. It make everybody laugh.
No,
You say, I'm enjoying it now in case you change your mind. Now, why they always say, you don't want to make it here? Everything when you tell, you say, I don't want to make it here.
Hey, you see, nobody is perfect. Why they say I don't make it? Say my wife is a funny person, and she will still come and watch. By the time she say, oh babe, you know, even tell me say they try like this. Oh yeah, may we renegotiate. She's such funny woman. So that's why they say I don't want to make she here. So please, it's very important that both couples should understand each other. Know your spouse. What triggers them? Okay, besides shouting or wailing, what are the body language? If your husband is angry or your wife is angry, how can you tell? One time I was doing a coverage, and my wife's club was there, and then she walked up to me where I was standing behind camera and asked me, babe, what did they go on? I said, nothing. He said, I know something is going on. Tell me now before I go up, because I'm an unknown man. If I go explode things, so I now told her what was going on, that somebody actually said something to me when I was doing my round. So I don't know how she figured it out from where she was sitting, And the same thing too, when I see
it's
my
the
wife,
energy. It's the energy.
She's not the talk type, but like I said, I've mastered all her expression. Me and my wife can visit your home, and by me looking at my wife, I know everything she's saying. So please, for your marriage to work abroad, know your spouse, know what triggers them, and please do this. You're always going to have argument. You will always fight. Practice what I call the hot and cold personality. If now your wife, they go spark now, you act the cool personality by. Let her vibrate, do everything. Don't follow her bomber to bomber. This is abroad. As a man, you are the one that will lose at the end of the day. Unless the woman no born for you. And that is why sometimes people always say, hey, because Americans support women, they give women power. That's why they treat their husband. Some women took advantage of that. I'm not disputing it. A lot of them, especially those ones that marry you for paper, those ones that see you as an opportunity to come over, they will take advantage of the system to ruin you. You are the one as a man that will use your brain. So when she is blowing hot, you calm down. In fact, my khaki is my best friend. Once my wife spark, because my wife, like I said, now that type of woman, she know the quick verse, but once I press her button, her back is against the wall. I don't carry my key, I don't take off that. I know they go jail. Because not be me person go verse now. You go hold me clothes, or you say you won't fight. The devil can't go push me, I go touch you, you go call police. No, don't far from here. I'm not going to jail. So once my madam spark, Auntie B, no, don't laugh. I'm just being honest.
Don't far from here. You gonna make people they laugh. We they love Ondo people today because the way you decide is your own though. Where is Ola? Ola is from your area.
Ondo,
You know, Ola is from a war.
I'm from Ondo, and I know how we are when we are angry. Any woman that marry Ondo can tell. Not all Ondo are angry like that, but as an Ondo, we don't take nonsense. So things set us off real quick. So if my madam they go off like this, I don't carry my Kimoti Japan. I don't run, go gas station, go get my 6-pack beer. Once she calm down, I enter my backyard, fold my leg, drink my seat. By the time I enter house, everywhere. So please, if your wife is blowing her, you calm down. If you are angry, your wife also should understand that that is not the time to engage you. Especially when you are in abroad, people will piss you off from work. And whatever you do, I'm begging now, both men and women, don't lay hands on each other.
Absolutely.
Don't. Please. In my own marriage, I have so much discussion with my wife. I always tell my wife that whatever you will do that will push me to the point that I have to slap you. Madam, not the only woman they call lawyer, myself go call lawyer. So there is just so many things. Be a better partner to your spouse, develop teamwork, be transparent, say I am sorry to your spouse. This one, everybody that they preach, anytime pastor preach it, people think it's a joke. My brother, I am sorry, we save you a whole lot of trouble. My sister, I am sorry, we make your husband even love you more. Because when you tell somebody I'm sorry, that brings their temper down. First, now, like my pastor used to say, before you get married, learn how to say sorry 20 times in a day. That was a joke, but now sorry is part of me. In fact, I don't say sorry today. Sometimes when I piss my madam off, she go jump me. You want to say sorry? Sorry now. Case closed. You know.
You're programmed. You don't program yourself to say sorry. Ben, you are so funny.
So then just you have to show her you love her in action and in words. I think those two works with women. Some people will say, I tell you I love you. Now lie, especially women in abroad, they are super smart. If you love them truly, they can tell. If you are messing with their emotion, they can tell. These women know this is not Nigeria. Once they enter here, especially once they go to school and they understand the American system, they watch movie every day, they can read you. So it's not about saying I love you. It's about what are you doing to show her love? What are you doing that even after 10, 15 years together, she's still surprised, like, I've never seen this part of you before. And the same goes to women. I want to speak on behalf of my gender. I'm making a no verse. If not verse, I'll come and apologize again.
No, we're not going to get sorry plenty. We're not the verse for you again.
Men in abroad, we are going through so much. Women, you are our strength. You are our strength. Whatever anybody did to us outside, this is abroad. We go take our raw body. But you say those small things where you say they do. Say after all, it doesn't mean it means a lot to us. So you know, imagine somebody who's gone to work, maybe you have a run-in with a black American or an Oyibo that dress you down, talk to you anyhow. You are pissed, but you can't react because they will take it that you are aggressive, you are African. Now you come back home again. And women do this thing of throwing some flimsy words around that they think it doesn't hurt. Please don't do that. Things they pain us. And remember, as men, not be all men they talk. Men will bottle up some things that they won't tell you. And because they are not complaining, that doesn't mean that it's right. So please, I've seen many women here too, the way they treat their husband. Some of them they've graduated to the point that the way they treat their husband anyhow in the house, they still they do them for outside that people can see.
Hmm. Hmm.
No, no, no. Don't do that. Don't do that, please. Respect your husband. There is something about abroad marriage. How you present your husband or wife is how people will treat you before they treat
Absolutely.
your wife. People don't get it. If you
Mhm.
go out there, you rubbish your husband, they will rubbish you first before they will come back and help you rubbish your husband more.
Mhm.
If
Mhm.
you go out there, you use your wife as a rag. It doesn't matter. Even if your wife is a caregiver, if they clean people butts, carry her like a queen. Once
Mhm.
people see that you don't joke with your wife, they start respecting you first. And then they
Mhm.
will now transfer that respect to your wife. But if you go around, you go to party, you do anyhow, you see girls, you are everybody know you are married, you don't care because your wife is not there. Oh, you are toasting this girl, you are dancing that. No, 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 no. Whatever you do is a reflection on your wife and your husband. There are so many things, but I will leave it to Pastor Ernest and Auntie B to complete. I just highlighted a couple of them. Okay, I said
Thank
women,
you.
women are smart, but you're gonna have to create an environment to let them thrive. This is very important. Anybody I've seen right here in Texas, a lot of the people that I saw, a lot of men that I've come in contact with that I know that are successful now, when you see their wife, you already know where that power is coming from. I'm
Hmm.
not saying this to flatter any woman, rather,
Mhm.
I'm saying it for you to have a rethink.
Mhm.
If you don't give your husband that base of support, he
Mhm.
will be successful and it will rub on you. You're
Hmm.
going to have to be the pillar, be the one he can always fall back on, the one that got his back anytime, any day. I'll give you an example. Those who are my friends on Facebook, they know I post a lot. I post about marriage, about different kind of things. I will post something and people will be like, hey, Mr. Ben, what if your wife say this? What they don't understand is that sometimes even when I don't want to go to Facebook, my wife will say, babe, go to chat on Facebook now. People have been commenting on your post. You are not even responding. And why? My wife herself, she's not a social media person. Now, so she go there. You know those women where they hide behind the scene. They know all the gossip where they go on, but they don't go talk.
Then they
That's
come
how
out.
she is.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I do so many things because my wife gives me that support.
Mhm.
Whenever things are down, she's always the one I fall back on. I said this all the time. I said it on my page. I said it on my shows, and I'm saying it again. If I buy somebody now, you won't know where I buried that person. Not go meet anybody, just go meet my wife. She knows everything that is
Wow.
going on because
Wow.
she is the base. My wife is richer than me. My position high past her own. Let me just drop that before I leave. A lot of
Mhm.
women abroad are richer than their husband. Your wife
Mhm.
is making more savings than you. If you are the responsible man that takes care
Mhm.
of things, and you have a wife that is equally industrial, that is working, she's a professional, she will be having more savings than you.
Mhm.
But that doesn't take anything away from you. If you
Mhm.
know how things work, it is still both of you's money. I joke with my wife at times that look, the good thing be say, if you say, today you know they do again. Thank God I know how many bank accounts where you get. Now me go carry the account. Go show judge. Say, judge, I beg give me my share of this money. Where she to get, I'm just saying it for fun. So thank you, Auntie B. This has been
Thank
a
you
very
so
great
much.
one for me. I
Thank
appreciate you,
you.
man.
Thank you, Brother Ben. We really appreciate. What's your Facebook name? Some people in the comment section are asking. What's your name on Facebook for people that
Oh,
are
Ben
on
Oriol.
Facebook? How do you
Ben
spell the
Oriol.
surname? Ben.
Yeah, Beno, then Real, Real,
Oh,
Beno Real.
Ben O'Real. All
Yeah,
right. Okay. So thank you so much for giving us your time. Amen. Oh my God, this has been wonderful. We've been blessed. Thank you so much. Eh?
thank you,
You will
man.
come
Thank you
again.
for
Oh.
having
You
me.
will come again. We really appreciate. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank
All
you,
right.
Auntie. Thank you, bro. Ernest, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. I really enjoy listening to you. Thank you.
I appreciate you. Thanks for making us laugh. My Ondo brother. Before you talk, go say I'm from Ondo. Ondo is far from America. Ondo is far from America. It's his humor and his ability to just say things in a way that, he's very relatable, he's funny, he's thoughtful, he's kind. God bless you. And may God continue to bless your home in Jesus' name. Your marriage will continue to strive from glory to glory. Thank you so much, Brother Ben. I appreciate you, my brother. So, Brian, as we are rounding up now, that's his name on Facebook, Ben O'Real. That's his name. For those of you on Facebook, I'm not. So if you want to follow him on Facebook, you are welcome. All right, Brother Ernest, we are rounding up now. What do you have to say in conclusion of this matter?
I mean, today for me has been a day of taking notes. You know,
Oh
I've
my
learned,
God. Ben is an orator. We're
yeah,
literally talking for an hour before I brought you in. And
yeah,
he can talk.
yes. So for me, I think Ben has essentially touched everything. In wrapping up, I would just say to everyone listening that the strength of a man is not shown at home. It is not in the house you show how strong you are.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you show your strength outside. So it's not demeaning if you are seen as a weak man by people outside because of the way you are supporting your home.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in your own interest to be real. You know, I think 2 days ago, myself and my wife, we were taking a drive. We went somewhere, and I think we went to pick something from a grocery store. And while we came out, we saw this old couple, you know, white old couple. I'm sure they should be in their 80s. You know, they just came to have to buy ice cream. You know, they were eating it with so much fun, and my wife was looking, and I was saying, "You see how people really age well here."
Mm-hmm.
Those are the kind of life we should all look forward to. The only way you
Absolutely.
can age,
Beautiful.
yes, age
Mm.
gracefully with your wife is
Mm-hmm.
atmosphere of devoid of tension.
Mm-hmm.
So it's in your own interest to support each other because down the line it's a win-win for both of you.
Mm-hmm.
There's no strategy that really works that you can see this what works across all marriages. You know, learn to know yourselves, look for your strengths, look for the peculiarities of both of you, and find out your own model, you know, of what works for you.
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, once you desire peace in your home, you know, you will always go bend backward to do things that want to make your home happy.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, you know that when the home is happy, you can contribute better.
Mm-hmm.
The level men operate is always higher when there is peace at the home front.
Absolutely.
And the wife also knows that it's a win-win. I remember, I will end with this, former NAFDAC DG, late Dora Akunleye.
Mm-hmm.
I remember when she was speaking in one of the talk show program, you know, she later became a minister in Nigeria.
Yeah.
And they asked her why her marriage was working. And she said something very profound. He said, at home, she's Mrs. Dora Akunleye.
Mm-hmm.
But when she leaves home, she becomes a federal minister.
Yeah.
That
She's a
when
professor.
that when she gets home, she drops everything by the door. She becomes Mrs. Akunleye, and she, even though she has all the maids assisting her, she still goes to the kitchen to go and still play the role for her husband as the wife.
Absolutely.
You know,
Absolutely.
so for me that was profound. You know, so it takes wisdom for a woman to know that you can never outgrow the responsibility you have for your husband, no matter your level in society. Same also for the man too, that you may be the CEO in an organization. When you get home, you become a husband,
A husband and a father.
you know. So ultimately, it's a win-win for all of us. If we all cherish, I want to have homes that are stable, that in our 70s and our 80s, we can still have a loving home. That's my admonition for everybody. And thanks, Auntie B, for bringing me on again to be part of this platform. It's always a blessing to be on this platform.
Thank you, sir. It's an honor to have you. And we are going to arrange when you are going to come back to talk about the potent force of sponsorship.
Thank you.
We'll arrange. Let me know your availability next week, sir, or the upper week, whichever works for you. Thank you so much.
And for all of Obodo Farm, appreciation to, I've really seen some numbers going up from Amazon. I just want to use the opportunity to thank everyone. I really appreciate. But my biggest joy, because like I told Auntie B in an offline chat, my biggest joy would be to hear testimonies from people who have read Audacious Faith, because the book was not written for self-praise. That book was written out of inspiration, of a vivid life experience. I know somebody somewhere will be encouraged. If you are encouraged, please reach out to Auntie B, because those are testimonies I want to hear, that somebody read that book, the person was encouraged, to move from one phase to another.
Another,
I look
yeah.
forward to hearing those testimonies, because in this life there are no impossibilities. The God who can do it for me can do it for anyone. Because
Amen.
there is no respecter of any person. Thank you, and I
Absolutely.
appreciate it. Thank you,
Thank you,
Auntie.
sir. Thank you very much, sir. I love to your beautiful wife, Sister Gloria. Thank you so much, sir. So, if you have read the book Audacious Faith by Brother Ernest, please let me know if it has helped you and you've gained some, clarity in one area of your life or the other. Please let me know. Very, very important, because we are going to be bringing Brother Ernest back in sometime in the next few weeks to talk more about it. Thank you so much, Brother Ernest. You're our uncle, you're our elder. We appreciate you. We thank you for always giving us the time. Thank you so much. So, in conclusion, we've done 3 hours. Oh my God, the time just goes by. It goes so quickly when we are talking. It just goes. I'm just going to say that if you are a man, you are a woman here. I thank God that even though they were brothers that were mostly here today, Brother Ben and Ernest and all the other people that called in, please take the advice. There are some universal things. I know people say, oh, there's no manual, there's no manual. Actually, there are some things that just, there are some things that are fundamental keys that help successful marriages. So there are some things that are fundamental when it comes to all these areas that we're talking about, especially in diaspora marriages. So please, if you are joining us just joining us, go back to the beginning of the video and listen to how Brother Ben talked about how he navigated his journey here in the abroad, coming from Nigeria where he was doing okay. Then he came to meet his wife. Oh my God, with real life experiences. Powerful. Give us a thumbs up. And I'm just going to read this before I step out. And I like my word of God because I have no other thing to go to except the word of God. I'm a woman of faith. I believe so much in the Bible and what God says concerning our lives. And this one here, when it comes to marriage, 1 Peter 3:7 says, husbands, in the same way, treat your wives with consideration as a delicate vessel, and with honor as a fellow heirs of the gracious gift of life, so that your prayers will not be hindered. Those who understand this knows how powerful it is. He actually says that if you don't treat your wife well, your prayers will not be answered. I'm talking to Christians in the house, please. He said, treat them. You see the description. You say delicate vessel. I can't remember the translation. I think I like the amplified version. I'm not sure if this is the amplified version. It described the woman as a delicate vessel. He said, treat your wives with consideration and with honor. And in that same 1 Peter 3:7, another translation say, live with your wife in an understanding way, showing honor to the woman as the weaker vessel. In an understanding way. I like different versions. When you have the Bible app, you can always switch from one version to the other. I like to see the meaning in different versions. And it says, live with your wife with understanding. In an understanding way, showing honor to the woman as the weaker vessel, since they are heirs with you in the grace of life, so that your prayers may not be hindered. Not be me talk so. It's the word of God, though. So if you don't believe me, believe what God is saying. These are the instructions. May our prayers not be hindered in Jesus' name. Thank you, everybody. Please give us a thumbs up. Let us continue to do better. We grow every day, we learn. That's what we are here for. We are not here to do gender war. It's not men against women. No. We are here to learn, unlearn, and grow. And may God continue to help us. No, wait. Thank you so much, everybody. I'll see you in my next one. I did set up a show for tomorrow. I'm not sure how I'm feeling, if I can do it tomorrow. How many of you follow me on Instagram? Did you see that story? Another diasporan that went, I'll do it tomorrow. Let me do it tomorrow. A diasporan that went to Nigeria to go and take a wife without telling the husband, without telling the wife. Again, This issue is coming up. Chichi, thank you. So that show is coming up tomorrow. Yes, somebody said that their husband went to Nigeria to go and marry, and his name is Abu. Abu went to Nigeria to go and marry and did not tell the wife. And wife found out that he's going to take a second wife. And that has been trending today. I'm going to bring you that story tomorrow. Let's talk about it tomorrow. Because I've been all day today, I was dealing with this on Instagram. I don't know where they are from. I think she's from Liberia. I don't know where the man is from. She said that they were married for 19 years and they had no issue. She said they didn't even quarrel. That he left her and the kids in America to go and take a second wife without telling her. I think it's the telling part that really, really pained the sister. Yeah. So let's look at the issues. Why would somebody do that? But then again, we're seeing it happening over and over and over and over again. Another Yule. Yule has followers. It is well. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. I appreciate you. I love you guys. God bless you. Have a good evening. Have a good afternoon. Bye, guys. Bye-bye.